I am very scared of whatever mind flaying crazy bosses. Although we did kind of tear up that beholder pretty easy.
Right. So, last time on the Shattered Obelisk. After defeating a crazed beholder, you explore more of the brain-like maze. But, meanwhile, we flash back to Phandelver. Raina awakens from her coma back in Phandelver, where a devil from her ancestors' past offers her a deal. She can be transported to the Far Realm and help her friends in exchange for her soul when she dies a natural death. She accepts and finds herself face to face with a crazed mage and a gem dragon. After the dragon roars in rage, the rest of the party catches up with her and discover they're really not that bad of people. They're just very cautious individuals who went to face Ilvash, but are a little bit too afraid to actually venture out and do anything. You mentioned that there's some people after them, a really crazy guy and a big flesh monster, and convince them to go fight to confront them before they reach their hidden alcove. And they head off in that direction. You activate another pair of metal rods and open another door. That's where we ended off. And I mentioned this before, it is about to storm outside, so if I suddenly lose power, that is why.
Is it that bad? Jeez.
Well, it's not too bad now, but, I get worse.
Unacceptable. I do not accept your pre-apology.
Get yourself a solar power generator.
Mm.
Keep it at Brice's for 2 months. Like me.
So,
Does it see more use there?
Yeah. Was it that short of a time?
Probably
I think it
not.
might have been longer.
I think it was.
Yeah, I don't think solar power is going to really help right now.
No, you're right.
I do love that thing. A big old battery pack.
Yeah.
alright.
All right.
So, a door has opened in the briny maze. It's safe to assume that it's this one over here. But there is a path that leads north.
So we've regained all of our health. Right, I wrote that down.
Mm-hmm.
But not a long rest, right?
I think you just took a short rest.
Short rest, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, what should we do? North or door?
What do you think, Raina?
Raina is going to defer to the group because she doesn't know where we are. I mean, she knows where we are, but she hasn't been here. So, where have y'all explored? North or a door?
Those are the two. Yeah, and actually that's the only areas that we have left.
Okay,
to
well then
explore.
let's go north since we're standing right here.
That's what
North.
we've done.
Franklin, you heard her.
I gingerly prance forward.
Oh, is it just
What is this?
so dainty? I was outlining what we've explored.
Oh, okay.
I try to make it dainty, but I'm 450 pounds and I've got spikes coming out of my skin and mouth and tail, so it doesn't really work.
That's fair.
A room, guys.
Ooh.
Ooh, a
Doors.
room.
I'm going to maintain a 5-foot distance from the doors and inspect them for traps.
I'm going to stand within distance of Franklin to stop him from busting through the door if he gets that glint.
I'm going to stand where I can see the inside the door if I need to throw some magic down there.
I'm gonna stand next to my friend Clover and just admire her new appearance because I haven't seen this one yet.
So, this area's nook contains a pair of simple cots and a small chest. A large double door is set in the wall opposite the nook, and it is closed.
Okay, well now I'm interested in the chest. I would like to look
Sorry.
through the chest.
You You open it up. You find some clothes and several defective tools that have all their
Name of our
parts
party.
mixed up. So you see like a hammer, but it has a screwdriver end,
Wouldn't that just be a screwdriver?
I guess.
No. I was gonna try to get you to describe the tools, but that was good.
It says defective tools like a blunt. Okay, so the defective tools like a blunt, awls, whatever that is, a hammer with its head attached to its handle by links and change, and rulers with incorrect markings.
That's
A rope
funny.
that's infinitely long, but whenever you put any stress on it, it breaks apart.
I remember that one. Yeah, it's an awls. It's a hole poking device. That's what that is. Yeah, used for leather work.
A tanner use that? Yeah.
Yeah. used for leather
Oh,
work.
okay. All right, I
But
know
it-
what you're talking about now.
But it's blunt, so it doesn't work. All right, I want to take the hammer chucks. I do want those.
Yep.
Can I have them?
Oh, bunga!
But
What do the clothes look like they are for a normal sized person?
they're humanoid shaped, yeah.
Okay. This is funny. I like that hammer. Franklin, look what I got. I show him the
Oh.
hammer.
That's a pretty sweet hammer.
I do
You
some
wanna-
cool.
You want to hit something with it?
Oh, I'm gonna do some cool nunchuck. I'm gonna stand back. Just gonna do some cool nunchuck moves. Hey! Wow, that's lucky. I thought I was gonna hit myself.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Thank you. I have not been practicing. I've got what I came for, apparently.
What's my trap analysis of this door?
You can give me a quick investigation, but it looks like the other doors that were unlocked by the metal rods.
I'm gonna pop on my eyes of minute seeing to give myself advantage on this roll.
Your loops.
A 16.
It's a gooey door.
It's a gooey door.
It's
What
gross.
color goo? Is it green or purple?
Ooh, good question.
No, it's like brain fluid. So whatever that is.
It's gray matter.
cerebral spinal fluid.
You guys let me know when you want me to kick this door down, and I'm going to wait in kicking position until
Well-
given instructions.
Well, I'm wondering now. We know that some of the doors open. That must be the ones that are to the south, right? So are we gonna break down doors or use the ones we tried to find the levers for?
The last time you tried to break through one of these doors, they were like healing themselves before they took any damage.
Clover, are you saying that perhaps the previously closed door could be open?
I mean, that's what I'm thinking, because obviously it didn't open these doors, and we heard it open something.
This checks out.
I kick the door frustratingly, but not in a way that I'm trying to bust it down, but more just like oh man, I wanted to kick it really hard. And then I vocally start walking back.
What? Raina's curious now. Like, what methods have you guys used to
Well,
open
Everything
these
but the
doors?
doorknob.
we kicked it,
Oh,
we hit it, and then we kicked and hit it.
you kicked and hit it. Okay.
There
I
were
think
some
I went.
spells too, guys. I mean,
Oh,
we didn't just stand there doing nothing. Well, maybe we did. It's hard to remember.
We also thought really hard at the door.
Oh
That
yeah, in
didn't
case it was
work.
like a psychic thing.
Yeah. And that did not work.
Raina, I don't know if I can do this. This is probably going to be DM discretion. Raina, in one hand, gets a firebolt ready, like has like the fire in her hand, and then in the other hand she'd like, because these are both at will for her, she'd like to kind of have like her mage hand kind of like glimmering over her hand to be like, pick one.
Yeah, so the other doors they encounter don't have any handles, and they've been like unopenable until they kind of connected the current between two metal rods, and they did that in the dragon's room.
Ah,
Andre just walks up to the door and tries to open it, just pushing on it.
Does not open.
Then he does the second most obvious thing. Knock, knock, knock.
Nothing
Franklin
happens.
did not
stops,
try
like
that.
the knock all of a sudden like jarred loose, like, oh my god, I forgot how doors work. And turns around to see what happens.
You try every which way to open this door. Nothing happens.
I like Clover's
Then I cry out, open!
Guys, I feel like we're wasting time and that bad things are happening in our absence.
Well, let's
Raina,
go
how
try
is
the...
Phandelver doing?
Phandelver was not very pretty. Yeah, it sucks there.
So see, we don't have time to argue with this door, guys. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's
go.
And then I want to hop and skip, holding Raina's hand on one hand and Fermi's on the other as we skip down the hallway.
That sounds exactly like Raina's cup of tea.
And Fermi's.
Raina looks back at Rok'kee with this "please help me" look.
Rocky's got just a big old smile. Rocky loves Clover.
So there are no metal rods around the door, correct?
No.
Alright, yeah, let's go check out the other door that we couldn't open and see if what we did opened it earlier.
Oh, the one that I told you was open?
Well,
Yes.
we'll just go see.
We're in game here, Joey. So
We're trying
we're
to
just
be
pretending like we don't
immersive.
know.
We don't know that it's open until we go look.
That door is open.
Okay.
I wait until the group gathers.
Oh, good job, Franklin. We didn't
Found
think
it.
we could open these.
Well, we got this one.
Very impressive. Did you kick it?
No, it was already open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can pretend that you did it if you want.
Okay. It was like this, and I like leaned back and like one kick, like a forward front kick, like and I make an obvious like hi-ya, and almost maybe like a cowabunga. And then
That's awesome.
Yeah, it would have been sweet.
Oh, that's so cool. I do another cool hammer chuck move. Oh, and I hit myself in the head.
Nice.
Taking
So-
damage for that.
As you enter this chamber, these you see these like purple crystals like jutting out of the wall. Dark ichor and 3 mind flare corpses are spread around the area. Dozens of crystal are set into the walls and gleam with inner lights.
How
I-
corpsey are they?
Another question.
Give me a quick
Yeah, I was
investigation check.
What I was going to ask was how sparkly were the things?
Yeah, everyone has their priorities.
Sparkly, yeah.
Fermi rolls 19 investigation.
They are dead.
Guys, they're dead. Dead.
Like dead.
Yeah.
Like dead.
Still, I firebolt every visible corpse
Nice.
just because I don't want to. I don't want to.
That's like after a battle, someone's gonna be pretending to be dead. You gotta go get those guys too.
True.
Right.
True.
I toss a couple of Eldritch Blasts at the same thing.
With
so
that in 15 against investigation, you realize that they were probably placed that way.
Oh,
Looks like-
okay, cool.
Ooh.
Loot now or forever hold your peace. And I firebolt them after if anyone wants to loot them first.
Yeah, I'll help Franklin go through some bodies.
Nobody in this dungeon has anything worth taking.
Yeah.
We haven't
Fermi's
found any
not
yet.
bothering.
It's true.
Yeah, they don't
but these might.
they don't really have anything of value on them.
Fine.
Shocking!
But someone
Dude.
passed through here and slaughtered some mind flayers.
And when you say have I seen anything like these crystals before? In this campaign, I mean.
They look similar to the ones that had memories when you were in Il'Kanoth.
Oh snap! Okay,
But there doesn't seem to be any order with them, like any rhyme or reason.
I'm doing it. I touch one barehanded.
Okay.
If it matters, it's this one in the top right of this lower chamber.
Grab hold of a crystal, and all of a sudden your brain is flooded with memories.
Oh my gosh.
And you realize that you're seeing things that, like, no mortal being had probably witnessed, because these are, like, memories from, like, a far realm entity.
Oh no.
Give me a intelligence saving throw, as your brain is overwhelmed by this information.
That's a bad one. I'm good at wisdom, but not intelligence.
Does Rok'kee have that thing where you have no mind's eye, so it's just like a bunch of descriptions? He's not actually visualizing these things?
6.
Like some people?
Like some people. Alright, I got a 6.
6. Alright. First off, you take 16 psychic damage.
Oh
A
shit.
lot. It's like I got hit in the head with a chain hammer.
And all of a sudden, your brain just goes blank.
Oh no.
Your intelligence and charisma scores become 1. As in the number 1.
Yeah, not modifier 1, but
Not
1.
not the same. Yeah, not one.
Okay.
By the way, it's aphantasia is the what you were thinking about.
The what?
Well, thank you. So I just kind of like forget how the legs work, and
You forget how speech works.
and I go.
Raina immediately is freaking out.
Let's pull him off, but don't touch him. It's like he's hooked up to an electrical socket. Need a wooden spoon.
Rok'kee, when you hear
slice
Fermi
kick.
speak, it's unintelligible. You can't understand anyone.
Don't
I
touch
just
him.
Blankly at the noises, because
So
All I
you
can
are hidden
distinguish.
by a temporary feeble mind spell. You can't cast spells, you can't speak, can't understand language, or communicate in any intelligible way. You can't activate magic items.
Can I move?
You can move, and if someone directs him, you can hit stuff with a hammer.
Do I notice, since Rok'kee has intermittently been able to speak and not speak, do I even notice a change?
Is this business as usual?
Would this? Oh shoot!
I just
don't know
asked
if this-
Franklin. Would Franklin?
Would this count as a curse? Is feeble mind a curse?
It is.
Oh ho! I can solve this problem right here.
Can be cured with greater restoration, heal, or witch.
But not remove curse.
Is he still touching it?
Joe, you didn't answer my question. Can remove curse remove?
It is not a
Feeble
curse.
Ah, all right. Well, I tried.
If he's attached to it unwillingly, I want to do the precise front kick that I displayed to him to kick him off the wall.
We don't have access to greater registration.
And then I just want to like put my arm around him and like talk to him like we're walking up front. And I don't think Franklin notices anything is wrong.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Andre, I guess Andre kind of looks at him like, Guys, I don't think this is normal.
Ooh.
He is sounding, I would make the joke that he sounds stupider than usual, but no, this is beyond the pale.
What?
Does he still have his hammer nunchucks in one of
mean.
his hands?
Yeah, he's just hitting himself in the face over and over with them.
I want to take his wrist that has that, and I want to hold it up in the air and swing it around, like doing it for him. Like, see, he's totally fine.
Raina
Are
is
you gonna
horrified.
weekend at Bernie's me? I'm being weekend at Bernie's.
I'm not the people.
Except-
No, guys.
let's
I think I
bring
might be
him-
right. Is there a bench somewhere we can sit him down, do a medical check, Rok'kee? And I will do. I never use it. Mage hand to try and like shake him.
Would I recognize my name? No, I am basically in nonsense.
That's like the only
you're
thing you
failing
recognize.
every
Like,
hit.
Okay,
if someone told you to, hey, Rocky, hit that thing, you would be able to do it.
got it.
Oh,
I look toward Clover when she says my name, but I mean, there is nothing behind there.
Lights are on, but nobody's home.
Yeah, I think there's something wrong.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Don't touch the shinies, Clover.
I'm
Or
really
Franklin.
glad that I resisted because I really wanted to run right to them, but I didn't. I was being smart.
I'm
Poor
going to,
Rok'kee.
Brice,
kind of inspired by Clover, I'm gonna like mage hand and like use it to grab Rocky's hand and just kind of like make sure we're guiding him along with us as we're going.
Brice, you probably have greater restoration, don't you?
Isn't that ironic? Yes, I do.
Oh, we need to
Is there-
just like move his mouth like the genie does in Aladdin to wish him out of the ocean or whatever.
Oh,
Well,
good
I need
lord.
100 gold of diamond dust,
Oh,
which we have the diamonds, I think, just not the
I was
dust.
like, isn't that what we keep Franklin around for?
yeah, really.
I don't,
I'm
but
sure
you
he'll
know,
gladly
diamonds
give it
are notoriously difficult to turn into dust.
So in this
Yeah,
case,
what would you use?
you basically have to sleep this off.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Let's get in a
Ride
fight.
it out.
Let's get in a fight. Cool.
It's not like I have very many spell slots to help out, anyways.
So,
Well, and we don't have time to sleep anyway.
Rocky hears Clover say "sleep" and lays down.
Oh god. No, 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 no.
Okay, all right, maybe I'm wrong.
Raina is like right on
Maybe
Rocky's
I'm
ass, just, like,
incorrect.
ushering him as we go.
I'm still attempting to weaken at Bernie's him in a way that I don't notice. It's not normal.
Yeah, I'm good. Let's let. Alright, so I'm being helped along by Clover and Raina. And
Yep.
would you say that I like stumble like a zombie, like a toddler, or just am really slow, like I'm tired, or
It's up to
yeah,
you.
what do you think? Okay.
Your intelligence
I
is
think-
1, so you're basically just going on instinct.
Okay.
you're a big old baby at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm unstable on my walk, like I forgot how to do it exactly. Yeah. And I'm drooling.
So you know, perfect for your future career in politics.
Hey, someone has to
No one put
replace.
this on Instagram.
Someone has to replace Sildar.
Raina is going to very begrudgingly wipe Rocky's face every time like drool starts running down with like a hanky or something she's kept on her, and it's just like
Gross. That's fun. All right, well,
No
we're
thought, Raina.
I think we've
Raina
got our
hates
plan.
this, but also does not want to leave Rocky behind.
Well, I think we got our plan. I'll stop bombarding the recording with my Rocky groans, but Trust me, they're still
Oh
happening.
no.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
You see,
know-
you see the path fork in two different directions. Up ahead.
Also, gonna firebolt everything as we go. Sorry.
I'm gonna tell Franklin we arbitrarily choose left.
Left.
You look briefly down the right one, though. It leads to a dead end, but you see a large mass of scar tissue on the far end of this little alcove.
Gross.
Very gross.
It looks like someone managed to break through, but the thing healed up.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
We tried to break through something. We couldn't get it. It healed too fast, right?
Yeah.
Or
I
did we
believe
ever
those
really
were the
try
doors,
to?
and we just talked about that.
Yeah. Or did we ever try to go through the wall itself?
I don't think so.
So as you turn this corner, Franklin, see a few things. You see two of those mutated humanoids standing guard in a little alcove, and you catch like the murmurs and the whimpers of several humanoids. But these guards are on high alert. You there?
All right. Well.
Okay, I thought I lost internet.
They're the mutated humanoids. The obviously.
Yeah, the very obvious Ilvash mutated people. Yeah.
Without mentioning anything, I'm just gonna run up and attempt to hit and grapple this guy.
All right. Since they are on alert, means you can't surprise them. They see you run up, and we're gonna roll initiative.
And quick question for you, Joey. This mace, I still have Lightbringer. Basically, I can use it. It's still a +1 thing, but the extra thing that requires a command word does not apply. Correct?
The extra damage doesn't just happen automatically?
The +1 does, but the extra 1d6 radiant damage to undead things only happens if I can command it to glow.
Really?
And I am, yeah. But it's still a +1 magic weapon.
Well, these aren't undead, so you're good.
Perfect.
I thought you were talking, your weapon just does extra radiant damage now, right? Just on its own.
Oh, yes. That is another, it actually does psychic damage.
Yeah.
And that, yes, that just does happen.
Right, Clover and you, Rocky.
Oh, yeah, you're waiting for me, sorry.
Yeah, me too, because I'm looking at my sheet. There's mine. Oh.
That's not a very high roll.
That is not. And I don't think I get Bardic die back on initiative rolls.
That sucks.
It's okay, we just short rested, so I haven't used any Bardic die anyway.
Okay, cool.
Here, I will add you. Where are you on this page? There you are.
Sorry, I zoomed in and wasn't paying attention to the fact that I wasn't there.
It's fine. So these mutates, in this guttural voice, they go, "Protect the prisoners. The prophets need fresh brains to feast on."
Oh.
These brains look fresh. We can take them. Franklin, you're up first, so you can try to do that grapple.
Yeah, with I charge in. One might even say recklessly. And attack. I'm not gonna rage though, so we are just going to. Where am I die here? We're gonna roll real die this time because they've had some time off. So that is a 20 to hit.
That hits.
9 non-magical slashing damage. And then I would like to use my bonus action to grapple this gentleman.
Right.
Or attempt to grapple the gentleman.
Probably wouldn't hurt to rage here, I'm just saying.
It's just a couple of mutated humans. I only got a 10 on my athletics.
These guys look pretty tough. A 10? Okay, they have to contest that. Strength. Rolls a 6.
Right, I have moved 15 feet. What I'm going to do now that he is grappled, I am going to... I have 25 feet of movement left. I'm going to move 10 feet at half movement and drag him to right there.
Okay, he's now out in the open.
And then I will take the second attack. Ooh, I can't move between attacks, can I?
You can, yeah.
Oh, okay, alright, yeah. Alright, so second attack is going to be dirty 20 again.
Yep.
That will be for 8 non-magical slashing damage.
Okay.
I just say, I got one, guys, there's one more. That'll be the end of my turn.
Rok'kee, you're just happy to be here. You're looking around, your friends are here. Looks like Franklin made a new friend. He's punching him. Brice?
Brice, he's in here.
Brice isn't here. Well, he's...
I'm sorry, I'm here. So I was saying, I waved to Franklin, I give him a thumbs up for finding a new friend.
I give him a really toothy, dorky smile.
And yeah, like you said, I don't know enough about what's going on to do anything, so I agree with you there. Ooh. Maybe I can... Yeah. I you know, I know you said you can't do really anything unless instructed, but like, I don't know, would I go
You'll know
hang
when
out
you're...
with my friend Franklin?
You'll know when your friends are in danger.
Okay. And they're not. I mean, he
Yeah.
seems to just have, you know, done some cool stuff.
Alright.
Yeah, I am pretty sure that being this early in the initiative means
No one's gotten hit yet. Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, Andre, Rok'kee just walks up to you like, begins like slobbering on your shoulder. He begins to lick your salty skin.
It's like potato chips.
Soggy potato chips.
Those are the worst kind.
Okay, so this isn't normal for him, right? I say to everybody, I try to, like, turn
I
around.
mean, has he tried to lick you before? No, this is not normal. I don't know why you think this is normal behavior for Rok'kee. I know he's a rock, but he's not slow.
I just met y'all. I don't know. Like, I try to, like, mime Rok'kee into... I point at the guy, and then I'd, like, do it... Like, punch my fist into my hand, and point at the guy that Franklin is grappling again.
I mimic his dance moves that he's doing.
Oh
I
my
punch
God.
my fist, and I point.
Well, I tried. Eldritch Blast on the thing Franklin's holding.
Okay.
Like, I tried to point him in the right direction. I don't think that's going to work.
Well, it's not his turn anymore, so...
And he probably wouldn't remember to do it when he came back anyway, so yeah.
Both those hit?
I'm going to say, yeah, I would hope. And I'm going to hit this guy.
Okay.
And then, as bonus action, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna summon my Tentacle of the Deep here. And I'm gonna summon it right there.
Okay.
And when he's summoned, he can do an attack. I'm assuming
25
a
hits.
hit. So he takes 15 cold damage as well.
Wow, everyone's. I played a game on last Sunday where like everyone was rolling low, but now everyone's rolling good. He's looking bloody.
I would hope. I pat Rok'kee in the shoulder and I move back. And I move over here so I can maybe get an angle on this guy.
Hold on, I'm just reading something.
And that's my turn.
Alright, the one being grappled by Franklin will... He actually turns towards the rest of the group. And you see his head begin to like pulse. Like his brain matter is like going haywire. And he does a psychic energy cone of 60 feet. And he will hit Rok'kee, Raina, and Fermi.
Now, Rok'kee should probably be immune to psychic damage, right?
Everyone give me a intelligence saving throw.
You know I'm not great at those.
I mean, at that point, he should auto fail at that point.
No, he's so oblivious.
Okay,
it
hold
doesn't even
on.
faze him.
I have Dark One's own luck, so once per short rest. Actually, can I do this? Yeah, let's do this.
Frost, you don't need to or Clover, because you are basically behind cover.
I got
Oh,
16.
sweet.
So it's an 18 total.
18.
Is the check higher than a 15? Because that's the highest I can roll. Let's see what happens. I got a 6.
Alright, Rok'kee and Fermi, did you roll?
Yeah, 16.
16. Right, Rok'kee, you take 30 psychic damage.
Oh, that's a lot.
And this doesn't matter for you, but you are stunned for 1 minute. Right, Raina, your turn. Do you remember how to play?
Oh. You've been holding on to that.
You know what? It's been nice catching up with y'all. I'm gonna go now.
I'm just saying it's been a little while.
That burn.
And it may take a little bit to get used to your character again. That's all I meant. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Ow.
Jeez,
That was
Joey.
good.
I mean, what the
So
hell?
anyway, Raina is going to move past Rok'kee, and as she does, she's gonna say, "Rok'kee, stay."
He doesn't react at all.
Cool, awesome, fantastic. Move past Rok'kee, and then up past Franklin to get a better view of the two guards or whatever. And not at the one in Franklin's arms currently, but at the other one. She's going to do 2 beams of Eldritch Blast.
Okay, up to the other one.
What's that?
Under this one.
Yeah, to that one, yep.
Okay.
So the
And-
first one is 27.
And Nick, I really meant that in jest. I didn't mean that.
Oh, I know you did. I know you did. I know. We're all good, buddy. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'll get you later. It's fine.
both those
Least
hit.
expected.
Awesome. So the first one does 9 damage,
Yep.
and then 11 damage.
Right.
So 20 total.
You know what? It was the mean voice in your head that said that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what? That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense now.
But now you know
I
it's
still
kind of
have
a.
that ring on.
But now you know it's kind of a charming devil. So.
It's a charming. My, what a wonderful lilt he has to his deep baritone tenor. Oh my goodness. All right. So 20 total damage.
20. All right.
Yeah.
Right, Fermi.
Fermi is going to animate the cauldron with a 3rd level spell slot.
Okay.
And then that's his turn, and then he'll have the cauldron, which actually has 60 HP. I'll fix that in a second. But the cauldron's going to go up and force empowered slam the grappled guard, or
I fix that. There, should be good.
17.
17 does hit.
Cool. That'll be 12 force damage.
Okay.
And that's it.
Right, Clover.
Okay. Clover is gonna wail, Rok'kee, what's wrong with you? And run up to him. Oh, hang on. I got to not select my thing. Run up to him. And with Mage Hand, because she's tiny and he is not, she's gonna slap it. I thought you aren't you stunned?
He is
dang it.
stunned, yeah.
Fine.
Sorry. So, obviously, he doesn't react at all. And now Clover's at a loss. I was going to use the Mage Hand to lead him to an enemy, right? But, you know, that didn't work because he's stunned. And so, let's see what I've got. I cannot see the second one, right? In this current position?
No.
Okay. Well then, I guess I'm just going to... Or I guess technically Mage Hand was my action, wasn't it?
Oh no, that's
Don't make her waste her action slapping me.
free action.
No.
Free action, don't worry about it.
Okay, I was like, oh, I didn't think that one through very well. Okay, I am going to cast Starry Wisp at the one I can see.
Okay.
That's a 17 to hit.
And remember, you do have a sneak attacks if you hit with a weapon. But that is a...
Yeah, but I don't want to leave Rok'kee.
Okay. Well, you have your bow.
You guys, you're too nice.
Right,
8
that's a hit.
damage.
8 damage. Starting to look hurt.
Leave me.
Oh wait, hang on. Does it radiant? Oh, hang on 1 second though. I do believe. Oh no, that one is he's gonna emit a dim light.
Yeah, that's
I don't
for
think that matters on
guiding
that one.
bolt or whatever.
Okay.
Okay. This one's gonna walk up here and he goes, "Preserve their brains. Don't damage their heads." And he's gonna do his own psychic blast. I want. I was right out of colors. Franklin, Clover, Rok'kee, and Fermi give me intelligence saving throw.
I'm gonna die. A 3.
Oh no.
I'm back to 17.
Yeah, I'm not even rolling good, even like despite of my -5.
Would you say Franklin's within 10 feet of my tentacle?
I mean, yeah.
Then I use my reaction to reduce the damage on him. Guardian Coil.
Okay. Alright, Franklin, you were good. Fermi is not. Rok'kee is not. Frost is not. You take... If you failed that, so basically everyone but Franklin, you take 19 psychic damage. Oh, no, wait, hold on. And Fermi, Rok'kee, and Clover are all stunned.
Well, stunned while I was trying to hold Rocky's hand.
Yeah.
So now we're both stunned, kind of not quite holding hands.
Oh
Like
man,
best friends, but
so
we're
close.
stunned. I know.
So did Franklin take any damage at all, or because he passed?
Yep, he passed.
All right, well, okay, well, I guess that's my reaction.
Well, I appreciate it.
Franklin's your turn.
Okay, so what did it end up being 19? You said 19 and then wait, was it 19?
It was 19 damage, yep, for
Okay.
Fermi, Clover, and Rok'kee.
Poor Rocky.
Yeah, I mean it's his fault. He grabbed the crystal.
Right.
Stuff in here is brain hurting. He should have known better.
Right, Franklin.
Yeah.
All right, I am just going to recklessly slash at him in the face and say, "Stop stunning people." Oh boy. 14 to hit.
14 will miss.
I'm just going to ordinarily swing because I obviously was too enthusiastic. 22 to hit.
That hits.
9 non-magical slashing damage.
Right, it's gonna hurt.
Is there anywhere to move him to that makes sense? I simply do a 180-degree turn and place him right here so Raina and Andre can look right at him. And I'm going to move myself down here.
That puts Raina in melee range. I don't know if you want that.
I want to do this right here. I want to move right here, slide him right there.
Okay.
So me and the cauldron are between psychic cones of death. Not that we can really stop it, but still, maybe they can try to hide behind me. And then Andre and Raina both have clear line of sight on the gentleman I am still grappling. And that will be the end of my turn.
Right, Rok'kee, give me a intelligence saving throw.
Still intelligence, huh?
Yep.
Okay. How's an 11 look to you?
You are still stunned. I don't even know if it's possible for you to save this anymore.
15's the highest I can say I can roll.
You basically have to roll a 20 then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
5%
possible.
chance.
Right, Andre.
Never tell me the
Alright.
odds.
Let's see. So this guy is almost dead, right?
He's almost dead, yeah.
Then I'm gonna use my bonus action to attack with the tentacle first. Where's my tentacle attack? Tentacle attack. Tentacle attack. Ah, here it is. 12 is going to miss.
Yep.
Probably would have killed him.
Are you?
Alright, and I'm going to expend one of my Eldritch Blasts to attack him. And the other. There, 15. Does a 15 hit?
Does not.
Okay, well, there's all your bad rolls. Apparently, I can't hit the broadside of a barn. And that's my turn.
Alright, this one that you're grappling Franklin is just gonna start... He takes out a short sword, starts slashing at you. A 19, a 14,
That will not.
and then you feel your mind bombarded by psychic energy, a 13. So that
13 psychic.
So that 19, you'll take 10 piercing and 2 psychic. Right, Raina.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so
The best player, which I like the most, who's the best, has been the best, plays the most, plays the most,
the other way, buddy.
plays the most D&D.
Find the middle ground, honey. All right, so seeing that, so it was this one, correct? That was sword fighting just now.
Yep, it's on death's door.
Okay, all right. On death, seeing that it's on death's door, seeing that it's doing melee attacks, I'm going to go for the other one. This guy over here, and again hit it with 2 beams of Eldritch Blast. There's a 26
That hits.
and a 25. So
I am
nice. 13 and 10. So 23 damage total.
23. All right.
Force damage.
All right. Looks bloody.
I know that feeling, being on death's door.
All right.
Me too.
Anything else?
No, that's my turn. I can't.
Okay.
do anything else.
Fermi and Clover, give me intelligence saving throws.
13.
13. Fermi is still stunned. Ross is still
12.
stunned.
So I noticed that stunned means incapacitated, which says can't take actions or reactions, but it doesn't say can't take bonus actions.
I think that might be.
I think
covered
an
by
action,
I'm
actions, a bonus action is an actions.
well, or if someone had multiple actions, you can't take your actions. You know. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I mean, you're not wrong. Hold on.
Yep.
Investigate.
I assume I can't. Well, because the only thing I could do with the bonus action would be to command the cauldron. If I
Yeah.
can't, the only thing the cauldron is doing is dodging.
Investigate. Yeah, the actions isn't capitalized, so that means it means all your actions, so it means bonus actions and actions.
There we go. Well, the cauldron will be dodging.
Right, Franklin. No, actually, no, it's this guy's turn. That's gonna see Raina there. Run past the tentacles.
Do they get a
Let's see here. So,
Oh, the tentacles don't get opportunity
two
attack.
short swords,
And-
25, 26.
what?
Yeah. You,
That they rolled a 26 to hit me?
yeah.
Wow.
Shoot, if you were 5 feet closer, I could reduce that, but nope.
I don't even know. Could you reduce it far enough?
Hey,
You
a little bit.
take 18 piercing and 17 psychic damage.
Oh.
Never mind.
Oh. You said 18 piercing and 17 psychic?
18 piercing, 17 psychic.
Yo, Raina might not be long for this world.
And I can help everyone so much, including my.
Alright, Franklin, it's your turn.
Well, I'm gonna punch the gentleman I'm holding. I'm going to do it recklessly. For 17.
That hits.
Will be 10 non-magical slashing.
Alright.
Does his corpse still have life?
He's still alive, yeah. I told you these things are tough. If you were raging, you would have been dead by now.
Why won't you just die? Because I don't know how many missions we got left. I gotta preserve my rages, right? Alright, I'm not a warlock here. 22 to hit.
That hits.
And that will be 8 non-magical slashing.
You punch this guy right through his gooey face.
Then I slam him down on the ground indignantly, stepping on his corpse to walk over to this other gentleman, and then just, like, shake my maw at him. That'll be the end of my turn.
Right?
As you shake your maw, nastiness gets on Raina and she cringes.
Rocky, tell
Yeah,
him
I'm
the
real
saving throw.
saliva-y right now.
Alright, this is. I don't feel good about this one, but the next one. But not this one, so don't expect much. Okay, 14,
Alright, you're still stunned.
which means I rolled a 19.
So close.
Andre.
So close!
Andre, your turn.
Let me see. Bonus act. I'm gonna move the tentacle. I'm gonna move the tentacle here, with my bonus action, and since it moved, it can attack. Let's see here. Let me pull that up. And where did it? Up there it is. There's a 27 hits, I assume,
That hits.
for 12 cold damage.
Yep.
All right, and then I'll just do some. I'll want to step over this way, make sure I got a better angle on him, and hit him with some Eldritch Blasts. There's those good rolls.
Both those hit. But he's still up.
I put a lot of damage down lane. I tell you what. What is that? Like 30 damage almost?
Alright, Raina.
20.
Oh my lord.
32
Okay,
damage.
just Eldritch Blasting. That's
Okay.
very angrily Eldritch Blasting.
You are in melee range,
melee
so you
range.
will have to do it disadvantage.
But I just got a natural 20.
You can
You
step
can do it again.
You can step backwards, but he's gonna have an attack on you.
Even
That
though
might be
there's a
worse.
Franklin there?
Oh, but it might kill you.
Yeah, it might
Healing.
friggin' kill me. That's why I don't want to do that.
The 19 will hit
The
though.
19, I know. For 5 damage.
Oh, that's not very much.
No, I know!
A 300-foot range spell.
I do have a 300-foot range spell, and I'm using it while he's standing right next to me.
I have 120 foot, so
Haha, I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
yeah, but I have a plus 10 to hit.
You do have another attack though.
I don't, because you said... Oh, wait, you said disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's 19... Or 12! So let's go with the 12,
miss.
apparently.
Yep.
Yeah. Fun times.
Alright, Fermi,
That's it.
Fermi Clover, give me intelligence saving throws.
Come on, Clover. Come on.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
Whoa, Fermi.
Fermi.
Sorry, 14.
14. Oh, just missed it.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, the last
No.
two were 13, so I'm getting there.
He's not getting his stuff back. This mutate looks at you, Raina, and goes, "Ah, this one's already halfway to one of us. Maybe we should spare her."
Yeah, what about, yeah.
You go. It's like, hey, you willing to serve Ilvash?
Hell no.
Right. Oh, Rocky.
Ooh,
What did
I just roll? I don't know what I just rolled. Sorry.
He goes, no brain for you then, and he will try to chop the top of your head off. 22.
Oh, come on. Yeah, that hits.
You take
Okay.
8 piercing and 10 psychic.
Hold on. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. I'm using Guardian Coil again.
Okay.
She takes 6 less damage.
And let's say you
Cool.
take 2 piercing and 10 psychic.
Sweet.
Right, Franklin.
Well, I'm gonna punch this guy.
I like
Yo, Rex.
I like the consistency.
Ooh, double 13s to hit.
Those will miss.
Reckless attack is not really yielding me the results I would expect. And a natural 1 on the second attempt.
Okay. Even advantage.
Yes.
You rolled 2 ones.
I don't
ones?
get it. I don't get it on the second. Do I just get it on the first roll?
No, but you get it for every attack if you attack recklessly.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's a 24.
Okay, that hits.
That's considerably better. And that will do 6 non-magical slashing. And if I move somebody forcibly out of melee range, would they get an attack of opportunity?
Forcibly, no, but he's not grappled right now.
Yes, indeed. But I was considering my options. Yeah, I mean, I might as well grapple him and just stay between him and my buddies over here. So let me roll an athletics check for 22 on the grapple attempt.
Well, he rolled a 22. It's a tie. I forget how that goes with ties. I think it goes towards the player.
Generally meets it, beats it.
Yeah, so that means he rolled against you. That means he succeeds.
All right. Well, I kind of shove him a little bit-ish, but not nearly enough to move him any space.
Okay. Rocky, intelligence
All
saving
right.
throw.
Here it goes.
And
Here it
Andre,
goes.
this is your turn.
Oh. Dang,
Do your
that's the
turn,
wrong
too.
direction. It went down 1 instead of up 1. All right. I'm fine tuning myself. We're good.
All right, Andre.
Yeah, I got 13.
All right. Let's do the bonus attack first with the tentacle.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's not going to do a dang thing. It lightly caresses the creature. I'm like, yeah, not the time for that. $14 and
14 misses. 13 misses.
Okay.
Here's all
I
these
seem
bad
to be
rolls.
I seem to be waffling back and forth between good rolls and bad rolls today. Okay, that's my turn.
All right, Raina.
All right. Getting sick of missing. Not. Anyway, she's gonna do a dagger attack for 16.
That hits.
Okay, so that's 1.
She
four.
gets.
You get
She gets.
you get advantage, so roll in case you crit.
Oh, I do.
Yep. Oh wait, that's not true. Why did I think that?
I don't think I do.
No, I'm thinking
Well,
of
because-
Franklin.
I have.
Okay.
Hold on. I have 2-weapon fighting, so I get a 3rd hit, but that's it.
Okay, yeah. Well, Dustin started to say you do, apparently, and then I thought I was thinking Franklin's advantage. What were you going to say, Dustin?
Yeah.
I mean, is she a rogue or a...
No, I'm
Warlock.
a warlock.
The Warlock.
Okay, never mind then.
That hits both those hit.
All right,
Yeah,
and
sorry.
then for the 3rd attack, I can't even see it. Another 16.
Okay.
4, 10, 15 damage. 15 piercing damage.
How do you get 3 attacks?
Because I have 2-weapon fighting, so I use my bonus action to stab him again.
Yeah, but you only get one normal attack.
Oh, well then, never mind.
Yeah.
Just the 10 then.
That is enough, though.
I guess I did forget how to fight. Or did forget how to play.
Oh,
I didn't
no.
know if you were a Pact of the Blade Warlock, so then you do get 2. But
No.
that is enough. How do you kill this thing?
So the first one goes into his shoulder because Raina doesn't have any confidence in herself that she can actually do this. And then when she actually hits him, she gets more courage with the second blade, sticks it in his gut, and then rips up and just eviscerates
You start
him.
stabbing over and over again. It's like, I
No,
do
I
not want to
stick
be
it in and
here.
just rip him all the way up and just gut him.
Ugh. Bunch of, like,
Hey,
disgusting, like, mutated organs just pour out of them all over the floor.
Hey, buddy, I think
It's
you need
on
those
my
on the
boot.
inside.
I relish in the gore.
Eventually, everyone becomes unstunned.
Does Rocky become unstupid?
Huh.
I also
Nope.
gain 14 temporary hit points, so that'll help.
From what?
I have Dark One's Blessing, so when you reduce a hostile creature to 0 hit points,
Wow.
you gain 14.
Nice.
Yeah,
You're
Pact of
an
the
evil little girl, huh?
Pact of the Fiends.
I'm very dark.
Yeah, Pact of the Fiends pretty good like that.
I walk over to the what the things we're calling the persons, and I shout out, "Hello,
Yeah, you see
Are
like
y'all
a couple of the townsfolk kind of peeking behind the corner watching the battle. And one was
hello
like,
there."
"Oh, you seem pretty normal. Those guys though, they look pretty messed up. Jeez, what's wrong with them?"
Fermi
Uh,
jumps out with his shoulder mouth.
Ugh.
Yeah, they're slightly mutated, and he's kind of an idiot right now. But don't worry about that.
One of them runs up to you, Rocky, and goes, "Rocky, is that you?"
Do I recognize him? Am I able to recognize
You probably
him?
recognize him a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excitedly grown.
Yeah, the
And
lights. He's been hit with.
You helped me with my taxes last year. Do you remember? Yeah, all that paperwork.
I start counting to 1 on my hands, and I lose count.
So are Clover and Fermi okay then?
Yeah, they're unstunned.
Okay, so
Okay,
Raina's gonna prestidigitate herself and clean herself off because she is just covered in goo. And then reach into her pack, take 2 healing potions because she is hurting big time. And then gets an idea and decides to try and shove a healing potion down Rocky's gullet and see if maybe that'll help him.
I can drink, right?
You can still drink, yeah.
And I can sing. No, I can't do that though. All right. I look at you like with blankly, but I'm trying to look at you with gratitude, but I don't know.
Whatever's wrong with them, is a very powerful magical ailment. So,
Okay, cool.
healing potion doesn't seem to work.
So I get.
But it helps heal me. You because we're out of combat and you're effectively using a full action. Joey rules that you get the full benefit of
That's
it.
right. I forgot about Joey's little special rule there. I guess
love that rule.
I do too.
It's a good rule.
Why do you have a blue 7 in the middle one? Is that blue to anyone else?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is
It's
blue.
blue to
I
me.
don't know why it's blue.
Uh-huh.
Maybe one of
I-
them.
Oh, because one of them was a 1, one of the rolls.
Alright, if you say so.
Maybe.
Oh no, it's because one was a one was a
One
one
was
was
a
a
four.
4. Yeah.
Yeah, one was a 4, I think.
Alright.
Alright, so you get 10 healing back. Because I know you
Thank
probably
you.
missed some, but that's it.
I mean, hey, I'm not mad at it. Mad at it. That was good.
All right, y'all.
That
Let's
was-
run with this cauldron while it's still alive.
Well,
Raina
don't we
to the
have?
group is like, who are y'all? What can you do? Rok'kee needs like, can anyone heal? Like, that'd be great if any of you are healers. And then is checking up on Clover just to make sure Clover's okay. 'Cause
Yeah, so
she
anyone
saw
who-
Clover kinda go a
Clover is
little, ugh.
quietly weeping about
Oh,
Rok'kee being turned this stupid. She thinks it's especially tragic because he was so smart with all his paperwork and he could remember so much that she really thinks of him as being very smart. And so this is just heartbreaking for her, and she's crying, not loudly, but crying.
Yeah, so you
Raina is
Those of
definitely
you who-
comforting you. Sorry.
those of you who live in the town recognize these as town folks of Phandelver, like regular civilians. They
Are
look
any of them mutated?
none of them are mutated. Maybe maybe a little bit. Maybe one has an extra eye here and there because they've been exposed to far realm energy for a good while, but they're not as bad as the people in Phandelver. And they go, it's like the goblins came back after you left. They took a bunch of us. I think we're the ones that were left. Probably killed the rest. They said they were using them for food.
Great. Do any of you have healing abilities?
I'm a baker. Sorry.
Lovely.
So we need to worry about my friend Rok'kee. Do you think that we could just leave them with the cowardly dragon and that guy that went to do the thing?
I don't think that leaving Rok'kee at this time is a great idea.
Not Rok'kee, the prisoners. We can't worry about
Oh.
Rok'kee and their well-being.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. You have a point. I agree. I concur.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Okay, guys, we have a place that you can hide.
Raina hands Clover a hanky.
Can't we just like get out of here?
She makes one of those
Let's just
really
leave.
obnoxious, loud. I don't have to blow my nose, so I can't make
Honk.
the really loud blowing the nose sound. But that's what she makes.
So forget hiding.
I'm
Let's
so
just
grateful that Raina's taking this one because normally he's terrible at this, and he's like, I know I would never get this right. So
he just goes.
thank you, Raina.
They go. Forget hiding. Let's just leave. Let's get out of here.
Do you
Go back
know
to
how to leave?
go back to Phandelver.
Probably not the best. Would actually Andre wouldn't know that. That's a
Yeah, I
good
was gonna
idea.
say.
No,
I mean, Raina hasn't given a full report. I don't think so.
I mean, to you guys probably, but when they mentioned going back to Phandelver, she looks at them and is like, "Yeah, I don't think that's a great idea." And I kind of just give them a short little, "Phandelver sucks right now."
Oh. Yeah, let's hide then.
Yeah, that was our original suggestion.
You can direct them where to go to the little hidey hole. But you notice when you're in this room, you see 2 more metal rods, but they're on opposite side of the little hovel.
I guess 2 of us need to. One needs to grab one rod, and the other person needs to grab the other, and then we kind of hold hands, I suppose.
Hmm?
I
Every
slap
time we touch
Andre's
this
rod
rod-
away when he tries to hold my hand, and then I just
Yeah, I'm
go
not
and
holding
pull the
anyone's
lever
hand.
down.
Okay, I have an.
That's me crying. Sniffling sounds. That's what I got is sniffling sounds.
Andre-
Raina is patting her back, like in that, like, I'm here for you, but I don't want to be here for you. Like,
Like,
This
this
gross.
is making me very
in her
uncomfortable.
yeah, this is making me very uncomfortable. Like in that I love, but this is I don't do well with this stuff kind of way.
Fermi's gonna come help.
I mean, it's just, what are we supposed to do?
I know,
There.
I know.
I give Fermi a knowing look over Clover's head.
Yeah.
Andre
Fermi like kind of
grabs-
shrugs and just, you know.
Do you think maybe if we keep going, there's someone that can fix it?
Definitely.
I think if we
Absolutely,
had
darling.
I think if we took a nice long rest, I think he would be fine. But I don't know if we have the time for that.
Everything just seems like it's we're so in mess, and I don't know what to do.
When was the last time any of you slept?
I don't even know.
How long has it been since the group has slept? Like Raina just got here and she just woke up from like a I don't know, like
It's
a 2-month
time
nap.
for
She's
it's time
fine.
for a long rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then I
Technically, they haven't had one since they No, you had one in Ilkanoth, but I gave you a pity one when you went through the portal.
Sweet.
Pity one.
A pity one.
Is that the one where we found that guy that helped us?
Yeah, that weird mind flayer guy.
That was pity. That wasn't just supposed to happen.
No, when he went through the big portal to this brain.
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. You're able to take a long rest.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
In that
I lead
cave.
Rocky to like one of the beds and like kind of pat it and kind of try to get him into the bed.
Aki lays down next to the bed on the floor.
Close
Clover
enough.
lays down next to
Raina-
Rocky.
Yeah, Raina sits next to the two of them, kind of like with her back to the wall, like a hand on each of them, just to kind of.
Well, not here in the room with where the dragon was.
Oh,
Sure.
Okay.
how do we get back there?
Use those legs that don't
Well,
work.
hang on. We probably got to figure out these metal spikes first before we do that.
Oh no!
Every
no,
time we
can
touch these poles, we get hurt.
Yeah, let's go rest. You know what? He's got a point. Let's do that. Let's do the rods first.
Well, that's not-
and then if
Let's
we get
rest
hurt-
first. No. Let's rest first, and then we can come back and do the rods.
The rods haven't
Yeah,
hurt
look,
you.
rods
Rods are just gonna hurt.
After I rest, why don't I just take the HP
I
damage?
thought that.
Okay.
Hold on, wait. Correct me if I'm wrong. The rods are like a mechanism to open the door, right?
Yes, the rods haven't hurt you. It's like you're touching a battery, but it's not. It doesn't hurt you.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna
What did I write
pull
down?
on this rod. If Andre's gonna
It's
pull
probably
on his
about the
rod, I guess I'll pull
doors.
on my rod.
Hmm.
The purple crystal. Rocky doesn't. Wow.
As Franklin grabs the metal rod, I grab the other one and I grab Franklin.
One of the civilians, when you're about to touch, he goes, "Don't touch those. They hurt."
I told you.
Too late.
Yes, you feel like a current kind of flow through you, but with nothing to it's like doesn't hurt, no damage.
No, I'm trying to. I grab it. Then I grab Franklin, and then Franklin grabs the other one.
Well, there is 5 feet in between you.
I grab. Okay, I drag Rocky over
Why
here.
you keep
grab
trying
his.
to hold
Just
my
can
hand?
we just do the rods tomorrow? Like, let's get everybody. Rocky needs a rest. Clover definitely needs a nap.
One,
Let's
two,
just
three,
go rest
pull.
first.
She does need a nap. She's tired.
Okay,
I
okay, we'll
think
come
we
back
should-
to this.
I think we should do the rods first while we're here, honestly.
Well, then come over here, Fermi, and grab my hand, and then grab Franklin, and we'll.
Well, then
get
we're
it
going to
done
be
with.
10 feet out of bounds. You just need to grab both of them while you're within 5 feet of both of them, it sounds like.
Well, I'm just saying, look at the map. There's an empty space in between both.
Yeah,
of you.
and Fermi, come stand between me and Franklin.
Rocky ain't,
Oh, boy.
ain't having anything to do with grabbing things coming off the walls.
Oh,
Raina
this is
mage
a bad
hand.
idea. All right, I'm going to
And
do
like
it.
leads Rocky towards her.
All right, now we have a chain of people. I grab Fermi. Fermi grabs Franklin. Franklin grabs the other rod, and I grab the rod. And then now we have a chain.
Yeah, you feel
Yep.
the energy kind of go through Andre, Franklin, meet up in you, Fermi, and then shoot back out to the wall, and you see the little mote of light crawl along the wall, like here, and just speed off in the direction of that other door.
Quick, the light! It's getting away from us! I just start chasing the light.
The tortoise wins the race.
right. Well,
Franklin, whoa. Buddy, we got to go back to the room with the dragon and take a breather.
It's getting away.
That's fine. You're not gonna catch it.
Can I catch it?
No.
It's
This is not a permission
No,
question. This is just a physics question.
speed of light. It's pretty fast.
There was no indication that the LEDs inside the brain were lighting up at the speed of light.
I know. Just kidding.
It could have been
It's pretty fast.
second.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no one said speed of light. It just you can't catch it.
I get halfway
Chasing the
there,
dragon.
and then I give up, and I stand there, and I wait for the rest of the team to show up, because I don't remember how to get to the place with the thing. But I pretend like I was waiting for them, not like I was lost.
Once you get to the safety of the cave, you can take a long rest if you wish.
So Joey, we're over here. Is that right?
You are over here.
We're in the top of the
Oh,
yeah,
up
we're in the
there,
top
got it.
corner.
But if you
yeah.
wanted to take a peek at the at that room, you notice that the dragon, the mage, and the big monster basically fought to the death, and they're, and they're laying dead there at the ground. Yeah,
All of them?
with like no one to help them. Yeah.
But that's.
But the
I don't
jitter
think
jaws
that was our
killed
intention.
the jewel dragon. The jewel dragon is dead. I'm
Yep.
pilfering the body. Pull out my
Yeah,
jewels and my eye loops. And I might have to undo that long rest I just did.
So what's Rocky gonna do about that? He doesn't know.
Rok'kee is gonna sit with Raina up against the wall and just kind of like make sure he stays and like puts her hand over his eyes to like try and get him to understand that he needs to close his eyes, and then hopefully he'll go to sleep.
Well, if we're overseeing that they died, Clover is going to lose her mind again. So, I'm going to say Clover is just following whoever. So if nobody walked me to see that we lost the jewel dragon and the guy, then you won't have an outburst of more tears of remorse.
Ooh.
Clover's usually so happy.
Clover?
She's just emotional. Emotionally.
Clover or Raina gestures for Clover to come sit like on the other side of her.
I sit with a slight distance and then lay down like half curled up.
Okay. Raina will absently, like, if she can reach her, like, stroke her shoulder or something.
Yeah, you should be able,
kinda.
like my head should be about like right by your hand or whatever. I'm
Okay.
just laying on the floor. I don't know. Sam might be able to describe it. I lay under the computer chair sometime. It's basically the same act. So
Like in the fetal position?
kind of. I mean,
Okay.
because I can't quite curl like a dog or a cat. But so yeah, so it's just I make myself like a little ball, and I just lay there.
Rocky over
Because
the
I like it
over the
roasted
course.
One hand on Clover.
Rocky, over the course of a few hours, you do feel your senses come back to you.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Alright, now I gotta.
Again.
So you get your intelligence and charisma back.
And I totally wrote down what they were. Don't worry.
Oh no!
Oh, you didn't do the temporary reduction?
Oh, I did. I wrote override score. Awesome. It maintained what it's supposed to be.
Okay, yes.
Awesome. I'm good. I was right, by the way. What I thought they were was correct.
But over the course of the long rest, you feel like something is changing. Like in the back of your mind, you just hear this chanting, this deep realm speech, just repeating over and over again, and you realize that the Mind Flayer ritual is coming to an end very, very soon.
No more rest.
And like what,
Unless
like,
we want the world to end.
it almost feels like the giant brain you're in is like pulsing in rhythm with the chanting. Serena, you can't get a long rest.
I can't get a long rest?
Oh, you can. I just noticed your health wasn't up yet.
Oh yeah.
So my cauldron is gone.
Cauldron's gone. But you get a free summon of it, so whenever you want to.
Well, what do we think about those doors that we tried to open that didn't open?
Well, I was gonna say, first off, if Rok'kee wakes up and is normal, Clover's going to squee higher pitched than her crying and like run to hug him.
So I wake up and I yawn and I look over at you and I go, I had the weirdest dream.
And then a little ball of clover just lands in your arms and is, oh my gosh, Rok'kee, I'm so scared. I'm so scared because you went completely stupid, and I'm so glad that you look like you're totally normal now. Do you feel better?
How did you know about my dream?
Wasn't a dream. It was real life. It was so scary.
Raina tells him everything.
Rocky's so embarrassed. He shouldn't have grabbed that crystal. Do not touch the crystals.
Yes,
Thanks
we
for
don't
learning
do
that
it.
lesson for us.
Oh, what a disaster. All right. No more time to waste. I had another dream, apparently. And, I say the thing about the chanting, and I assume everyone's like, yeah, me too.
Yep.
Oh. Yeah, Rocky's just embarrassed that he caused the waste of time and we had to spend more time because of that and all that good stuff.
It's okay. I want to check really quickly. We can keep going, but I want to take a look at my different seasons, because now that things are getting serious, I might need to be
Yeah,
if you want to
change your season. You have more control of it now that you've kind of accepted the the Far Realm influence. But when you do, it's like you wake up and the ink isn't disappearing from your body. It's just in splotches all over the place. But if you want to switch your season, you
When
can
I
do so.
touch myself in an inky spot, is there ink on my hand when I pull it away?
Yeah, it leaves when you pull apart cheese pizza and it leaves a string of cheese.
Oh my gosh, I'm basically coating myself in ink and having a delightful time with it.
Oh lord. So I have Fiendish Resilience, which means I can choose one damage type to have resistance after I do a long rest.
Okay.
Or a short rest. So I'm gonna choose Psychic. Just half of a feeling.
Is that an option?
It does not say, there's no limit. It says damage from magical weapons or silver weapons. Ignore this resistance. That's the only caveat. It does not say that I can't choose Psychic.
Oh, hold on. What's it called?
It just says you... Here, I'll put it in the thing.
Yeah. Each resistance level, you can choose one damage type when you finish a long short rest. Psychic is a damage type, so yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so on the season, I'm inclined to go Summer, because we've seen her. She's more action oriented, but Autumn, who we haven't seen, her name is Willow. For the phase step bonus is I can charm 2 creatures of my choice within 10 feet of me.
Oh.
I mean, just until we deal damage to it or whatever, but that seems like it's really powerful, so now I'm not sure that Summer is the way to go.
Maybe Autumn is final boss mode.
I mean, that's what I'm wondering, because that seems like a pretty... it seems like a pretty good, a face step up to them and charm them, and so in theory, if they're charmed, they're not going to hurt me.
Does that require a save?
Probably does.
They do have to succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Because I'm wondering if the final boss might be able to save. You know what I mean?
Well, this is why I was like, let's talk
Yeah.
about it before I pick my season.
Well, I
then
mean,
we
if they have a
sort of
bad roll,
legendary resistance that we're gonna have to burn through anyway. So the more things to use on it, the better. Maybe that's
Yep.
the right attitude.
The other one, if I go summer, I do fire damage to each creature within 5 feet of me when I reappear. Where's my character sheet? And that fire damage is 3. It's still 3. So we're thinking Autumn. She's not gonna have the personality for the fight, but her.
Boo!
I don't.
I get
Frost
it.
could never not
Mechanics.
have personality.
We haven't met her yet. It's gonna be fun to.
I honestly, I think personality-wise, Summer is the way to go.
Summer?
It's just I really liked the look of Autumn's phase step ability.
It's risky though. If they
Right.
if they succeed, then you're in the middle of danger.
Yeah,
Because you're 10 feet. Yeah.
yeah. I think I'll go with Summer. We'll go back to Soul.
Soul, right?
Maybe after it's all over, you guys will meet Willow.
I think Soul's my favorite.
She's very action-oriented, driven. Get in there, be mean to people. Like she's taken a lot after Raina. All right. So yeah. So I wake up as Saul. All right, guys. Are we ready? We're all rested up, right? Are we ready for it?
Let's get this bread.
That's right. Let's do it.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
I'm
So
gonna need
we'll-
some resolution on the looting of the bejeweled dragon corpse.
That's fair.
You realize that you're gonna need a lot of time to crack off like a gem dragon skin. It's like hard as diamonds.
Alright guys, I've got a project
If
on the way out.
if he forewent
That's fine.
the long rest entirely and spent all 8 hours on it, would he get anything?
You maybe get was the amethyst. You can get an amethyst stone.
Is that worth it?
It's probably worth a few hundred gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like one of his horns.
No.
You do have like those floating bits. I don't know if you saw the images, but like gem dragons have like floating bits of their body, so maybe they like kind of broke off and fell to the ground. So yeah, you can get a few amethyst. You can get 2 amethyst gems.
Well, I didn't mean to speak for Frank. I don't know if he's giving up his long rest or not.
Now you realize you couldn't really do anything with the long rest.
So like the it's like it flaked off of him, not that it took him an entire long rest to get those 2 gems. They just were there, so that's what he took.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand.
It's like his horns are kind of floating, yeah.
Got it.
Right,
I
so
accept for now, but I'm coming back for this corpse.
let's move things ahead a little bit. I'll show you this room.
I'm kind of sad about letting them go fight those guys on their own. I feel bad.
Summer feels bad?
I mean, kinda.
Okay, alright.
It just wasn't the logical choice. I don't really know Summer that well.
I
So-
mean, Clover just really believed in them, okay? Like, Clover just really thought that all they needed was some perkiness and, like, to be told they could get out there and do it. So I'm really glad I didn't find out that they didn't make it until I was me. Because, whew,
Yeah.
Clover would have.
It's good advice. It usually
Yeah.
works for me.
Not for those 2. But alright, let's go.
So, most of this room is taken up by an enormous pool, roughly 60 feet across. The liquid in the pool is murky, but dim green light wells up from the depths. I want to say, Franklin, do you recall when you were in Ilkanoth, you looked at like a viewing device, and you viewed part of the Far Realm?
Yes, indeed.
You recognize that this pool you saw from a bird's eye view, and it leads down for miles.
This is it, guys. This is the pool guarding the sphincter into our entrance.
Oh,
We must enter.
The brain has a sphincter?
Of course it does.
Everything has a sphincter. I have
course,
sphincter,
Lord.
Fermi. Could you milk me?
oh my
That's
god.
not how that works.
I don't even know how that would work for a rock. But
It's more of a cloaca for us.
Could we not have this conversation?
I'm not ashamed of my body.
anyways,
That's the problem.
This thing
Oh, that's great.
portal goes down
Maybe.
deep into the depths, guys. So you guys can hold your breath for like an hour or something if you need to, right?
Are you saying maybe I should be ashamed of my body?
No.
That sounds like something you said, not something that I said.
Yeah.
Franklin, no, I don't think I can hold my breath for an hour.
Do Earth Genesis have to breathe?
Yeah, they aren't made of rocks.
Well. We can go find the basilisk and have her turn us all into rocks, and we'll sink through, and then we got to turn back when we get down there.
Perfect.
Yeah, how's that gonna work?
Okay. I don't hear any other idea.
Guys, we're running out of time.
Does
Did you
do
see? They're finishing the ritual.
Wait, do we know that we need to hold our breath for an hour, or is that just made up?
I'm
by
just saying
Franklin?
it's like it's a sphincter beyond the depths which you can't see. So
Right.
know.
Okay,
How long
Raina is gonna try to reach out
Beyond-
to her patron
no,
from
no.
here.
Andre perks up at holding breath underwater in depths you can't see, and is like, "Yeah, no, I can take care of that," and just dives in.
Dive into the
that's the
pool.
spirit, Andre. All right, guys, follow us, and then I jump in
Well,
after him.
I am waiting to see what happens when
Me
they
too.
get in before I do
Oh
anything.
no!
So, action-oriented soul is jumping in.
Oh.
She's like, clock's a ticking, guys. Let's
Well,
go.
Fermi knows he can't leave her, so he jumps in too.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Raina's not.
Yeah,
Guys.
I look at Raina, we exchange a look, and then just wait.
Yep.
Guy,
I'll get like
I
right
am-
up to the pool, but from here, I'm literally trying to reach out to my patron and be like, "Hey, do you know anything about this?" Knowing full well he probably will not answer me back because he said he had a hard time getting through here.
Yeah, like you
But
just hear like bits of words trying to get through. In the back of your mind, you just hear this chanting. It's kind of drowning it out.
Do I get like an any kind of like overwhelming feeling of like it's okay or no, don't do this?
It's just a voice. Really, you don't feel any emotion behind it.
Damn.
Yeah.
I say this, I am at home in the depths of liquids.
Guys, he's soggy all the time.
You.
He's
That is-
always soggy.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, we understand.
Okay,
we
so
were trying to, like,
A lot of
yeah.
people are doing a lot of different things at once. So who is doing what?
I am diving down into the pool and investigating and seeing if there's anything I can do down there.
Oh, there's rods over here.
I'm blindly and enthusiastically saying that's the spirit and jump in after him.
So
Brice, did you just find the rods?
Yes.
Okay. Or Rocky, sorry.
Soul says, yeah, clock's a ticking, and attempts to swim down with them, hoping that whatever Andre was talking about is just going to take care of it.
And Fermi's life bond with Soul compels him to jump in after her.
okay, so
And then Rocky noticed the rods and is gonna walk
Guys.
over there.
I don't know why y'all are jumping in after me. This is what I'm supposed. I can.
Alright.
Well, some things
Let's
can't
let
be
let's let
explained,
Joey
Andre.
resolve
Yeah. Oh, uh,
some things.
I mean, maybe you should, like, then tell us To
I
wait.
have a swimming speed of 40 and I can breathe underwater.
Well, I
Okay,
mean,
but how are
those
they
things
supposed
would
to
be
know
nice
that,
to
though?
know, right? So I'm
I
saying,
can hold my breath for an hour and I will
why
sink like
wouldn't
a
I
stone.
follow you? Why wouldn't I follow you? You jumped in there like, I got it, guys, follow me. Like we were all going to
No.
be able to
Follow
breathe.
me.
No, I said I got it, guys. Let me take care of it.
And then
Rocky's
I
gonna
naively
position- or
followed
not
as
Rocky.
though we were enthusiastically entering the sphincter.
I'm just gonna position myself so where I can keep an eye on the pool and Rocky, so that when he touches those, if something happens,
When you guys are done, I
back.
can tell you what happens when you enter the water.
That'd be great.
So, those who dived in. Strange fluid presses in on all sides. Contact with it connects you to a vast alien presence. Clouds of blood and strange lumps of flesh flow throughout this fluid. They don't seem harmful, but you sense they conceal the movements of an enormous predator that makes this pool its home. You can neither hear nor see this predator, and you don't know what shape or its nature, but you sense that it is hungry. Who else
Using
jumps in after the others?
I mean, I'm pretty sure Raina and Rocky were very much like, no, we are not getting in.
Yeah.
Correct.
Andre, once he finally gets his bearings and senses what's going on, almost immediately jumps out like dolphin jumps out of the water. He's like, "Yup." No.
I mean, and Saul would have done the same thing.
Did you go underwater, Andre?
I thought about it. I was considering it, but then everybody was like
Tried
coming
to
in
follow.
after me, and everything was like trying to follow me. So I was like, "No, I got this." And while we were arguing, I never went underwater.
So I'm sorry, I had to swap headphones. Can you just recap what just happened?
Everyone jumped in. Most people jumped in, but Andre jumped back out after he realized that there might be something big and dangerous beneath the surface.
Yeah. And now I am trying to express that to the other people and saying, "Y'all need to get out now."
Sounds good. Fermi tries to get out.
Saul
experience a sense
kind of
of
likes
danger
the
of-
feeling, and so she gets out, but she swims a little slowly. But she does swim out of the water. She just moves slower than is necessary.
But you know through Franklin's vision that the way towards where the fanatics are is at the bottom of this tunnel.
How frightened am I?
That's for you to decide.
Wondering if I just continue onwards, but if I'm going to face the beast at the threshold by myself, then
So do you hold your breath or can you breathe underwater?
I can hold my breath for an hour.
Okay.
So I was just going to like cannonball in there and just sink to the bottom. Try to enter in the portal. But I suppose if I have a visceral sense of, oh, large, dangerous predator, get out of the water. I mean, I'm still a living creature who has instincts, so... I don't roll for it. Let me see. Let the dice decide.
While you're rolling, did anything happen with the rods that Rocky found?
So these rods, I kind of changed them a little bit to have them permanently open the doors. But they were supposed to be temporary. But these rods will permanently open any of the doors that you opened before.
Okay.
I trudge my way out.
Activate them.
So there's a big bad in the water, but it's the only way to get to where we need to go.
Sol is pacing back and forth, muttering to herself.
Let me see if I have any sort of electricity spells.
I hate to ask this. Can we take like a 5-minute break?
Sure, see a break.
Yeah, because I gotta change some batteries.
Okay.
Let's do it to it.
No problem.
Oh, you know what?
What?
We long rested, and I could have changed spells around, but I didn't yet.
Well,
Have I seen too
you
much?
haven't.
We didn't know there was a fiendish beast in the
Yeah.
waters between us, so
Yeah, I feel like I know too much now.
Well, if you want to take this time and change spells, try not to be too metagaming.
Okay. Okay, so don't take the destroy fiendish beast.
Right, I'll be right back, though.
I don't know if I even have anything that would be super.
yeah, I'm not even looking because I know that I do not. I'm like, there is absolute. Actually, you know what? I might have randomly bought. Maybe I don't know if it was
But
this.
you can't change yours every long rest, correct? Or can you?
Yeah, I can.
You can. Okay, cool.
My season or whatever. Yeah, and I can also choose 2 different proficiencies and things. I don't usually just bother with that.
Well, okay.
I mean, I have in the past, but it just never really ended up mattering. But did I feel like somebody was talking about the breathing potion? I don't have it. That was all I could think of.
Got it.
And I don't know if anyone has it, but
I'm gonna finally remember to get Guardians back. I gotta figure out which one to undo though. I like most of my spells. There's a lot I don't. This is easy.
I mean, most of the time I have no idea what I'm doing. So, but things change so fast, like in combat, that I try not to think too far ahead, especially if I'm low in the initiative order, just because it's like, I mean, I can make a plan and then someone goes and it changes it, and I make another plan and then somebody else goes and it changes, and I'm just like, let's kind of look at things, but I don't usually make any decisions until the turn before mine.
I think I'm done with caster classes. There's just too much to go with.
It's interesting to me that I sort of feel the same way. Like, I always have more fun with the fighters.
Yeah.
But I think it's funny that, like, in D&D, imagination, tabletop, I would be like the get in there and fight. In video games, I'm always the distant sniper.
Yeah. Well, you could that would be fine. You could be a fighter, a rogue, and still be like that distant sniper. You can
that's my point, is that for some reason I want to get in with a huge axe.
Man, I could never be anything but a caster in D&D. Like, I just need Mage Hand and Prestidigitation available at all times, or I'm not having any fun.
Yeah, being a warlock is actually has been really difficult because, like, not that I've been doing it for very long, but yeah, I'm a healer, so I always play druid or cleric or even like paladin type stuff.
Yeah.
Because I just have to heal people. I have to help. I'm a helper, and being this evil like Raina has been a lot of fun.
Yeah. In video games, like in class things, I'm a support class big time. Your healers or buff or summoner or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just, the spell lists are too overwhelming for me.
Clerics have a ton of spells.
Yeah, I love playing a cleric. Druids and clerics are my favorite.
Train?
Absolutely.
You
be the warlock next time. I'll be the cleric.
I guess warlock's easier because it's Eldritch Blast.
Listen, it's so frustrating because I'm like, I can do this one really great thing, or I can do one kind of not great thing. But if I want to do a good, I have to really conserve my spells because I only have 3 spell slots. It's the most ridiculous thing ever.
But you get them back on a short rest, right?
On a short rest, if we take a short rest.
This group has been taking a lot of short rests.
We love our rest.
We do. We like to rest because the warlock needs to re-up their spells.
I don't like playing warlocks. I want my cleric back. I want my druid back.
It's
My
it's nice
favorite
to
was a
It's been
fighter.
fun, but
it's nice to try. Like
yeah.
you'll never know if you like a class unless you play it.
Oh yeah,
Well, and
absolutely.
I've
And
never
again, this has
played
been
the
really
same
fun.
class twice, so you know what I mean. But a lot of the games they end up, they go 1 session, 2 sessions, and then
Yeah.
it's over. So it's just like, okay, well, all right, that was Ranger, I guess. Next.
Yeah.
Right, right. I like
think
rogues and I like fighters too.
I think I've never played a warlock.
Then you should do that for the next game.
They sound terrible. Like to play.
They're fun
frustrating.
though.
It doesn't sound like you had fun. It sounds like
Oh,
you
but
need
no,
more
see, I'm
spell
having
slot.
so much fun. I'm having so much fun though. Honestly, okay, I know I'm talking shit. I'm having fun because it's I feel like I'm bottlenecking myself into this thing because me personally, I am not a risk taker, but Raina doesn't give a crap. Raina
Okay.
will do everything she can to, use her power, especially now. So it's been fun playing this other kind of character that really pushes my limits, my boundaries. I actually am having fun with it.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll try it.
You're good. Yeah, but I just got done playing a
Perfect,
paladin.
Dustin.
I just got done playing a paladin
Alright.
in a friend's game and went up to level 20, and that was a lot of fun.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, huh. Congratulations. That doesn't happen too often.
Well, we started at 10, so it wasn't 1 to 20, but
Oh, I gotcha.
yeah, but that was the
Even
Vecna
still,
game.
that's impressive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing so much spike damage by the end of that. Holy
I
jeez.
bet.
I mean, 20 is basically all but a god.
I 1v1'd a half demon, and I
Wow.
I barely
Nice.
won. Not to brag or anything. Bryce thinks paladins are
So
boring.
you definitely remember how to play
sure.
the game then.
Listen, I forget how to
It's never
DM
going away.
every time
I'm
I start.
salty. Listen, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
salty for a long time over this. Okay, I'm so salty right now. So
Wolfie.
salty.
Hey, listen, I have to look up DM rules all the time, so I don't even last a week before I forget. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. We all forget.
No,
rules
you're
and
fine,
some-
hon.
Forget things all the time. I
Like,
have
I-
a horrible memory. You tell
Like,
me
I
it's
do the same.
10 hours later, I'm like, huh?
I
We just
forget I
talked
have-
about it. I don't know.
I
Okay.
forget I have
I literally have to
levity.
write down everything because I
Yeah.
will forget, and then I'll forget
Yeah.
where I put my notebook and stuff. It's fine.
Okay,
I'm
see,
fine. I don't have like 4 different notebooks that I've used for this game at all. Absolutely not.
you are all staring at this seemingly bottomless pool, wondering what you should do.
Well, diving is not an option. I'm not going back in there. You can't make me.
What if we all tie each other together, and then I'm really heavy, so I'll jump in and I'll drag you guys all down, and we will just go all the way down to the murky deep.
And we'll die. Well,
and
y'all will
well,
die.
That's the
From
thing,
the
though,
world.
is that it'll be like a fishing line, and so if the predator comes, he'll get 1 or 2 or 3 of you guys, but me and a couple of you guys will make it to the final boss.
Mm.
Will that be
Why don't
enough,
we-
though?
Why don't we file that under Plan Z?
So what happens when Rok'kee touches the poles?
All the doors
All the
open.
doors
All the doors
All the
open
doors,
permanently.
okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
no.
it
Just, like,
does seem like we
drain
need
the-
to go underwater.
Yeah. That's what I
Um,
was thinking.
I mean, I know we're surrounded in magic, but Raina, you have detect magic, yeah?
I do actually, and
See
I
if
will
there's
cast it right
anything
now.
in this pool.
Detect magic.
You know what?
So
Andre
Nick first. You cast detect magic as everyone's arguing. You do a detect magic. There's like psychic energy like just all around you, essentially. Especially now that the ritual is reaching its climax. But the pool itself doesn't have anything unusual about it, like magical energy around it.
I very loudly get everyone's attention and tell them this.
Quick question: how can we see down? Is like the water clear or is it murky?
It's kind of murky, yeah.
Can I use change water to make it clear?
Not the entire thing, but maybe 5 feet around you.
No, it says the water must be changed in the same way throughout.
Yeah, if you touch an ocean, though, the entire ocean's going to.
Ice 9.
Put
No,
it in the
nobody?
chat.
Mm-mm.
All right.
When do we ever get to use transform water? Let's
Yeah,
see
5
this
foot
thing.
cube.
Yeah, it's a 5-foot cube.
Yeah.
All right,
You just
well,
take all the pollution out of the entire ocean by touching it with a cantrip. Good job.
I mean,
You save global warming.
yeah. Global
Okay.
warming, what?
Not anymore.
that'd be wonderful. But no, I guess I try to change as much as I can. It's like a 5-foot cube, which is nothing with this much.
A 5-foot cube is probably bigger than you think.
All right. So, what exactly did Andre? What exactly was it that was detected in the water? Because I want a better picture.
It felt like, I'm gonna say, honestly, it kind of felt like something from the deep that's way big, way dangerous, and wants you for lunch.
Okay, so was this like guarding something else, or do we have a suspicion that this might be the big bad and we need to get our butts down there?
I don't know.
You know that
I
the
just know-
mind flayers are conducting a ritual around an obelisk. It's probably not in the middle of this pool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our shards were left in the tower somewhere, right?
Yes. And the only reason why they haven't completed it already is because they were missing some.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. Going in the water is a bad idea.
There's nowhere else to go.
Well, we could go where we are right now, which is out of the water, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything.
I'm trying to think about what I can do. I mean, water's kind of my ballywag. This is what I'm here for. I could go down there and see if I can see what it is. I'm used to going down into the deep dark depths, so I'm not. This isn't old hat to me. I got out.
This
just
must
don't
be
think-
the way to progress on our mission. Is to somehow get through.
Can I examine the water to see if get a feel of the water to see if going underwater would be if I tried to breathe this, would it be bad?
Yeah, you can stick your head in.
Can I do that without sticking my head in?
If you want to know what happens if you try to breathe it, you have to stick your head in. It's not magical or anything. You have to see by doing.
Rok'kee,
Mm-hmm.
have a heel ready. I dunk my head under.
Okay. You let the water in.
I let the water in.
So you realize that you're accustomed to breathing water. Probably you have some gills or something on the side.
Yeah.
But when this is let into your body, you actually feel the water oxygenating your lungs, and you realize that if you let this water fill into your lungs, you'll be able to breathe for quite a while.
I pull him up. Oh, it's oxygenated water.
Once you go up, though, you vomit all the water up. So
It's like it's all
Ew.
okay.
Do you need assistance? Do you need
No,
medical
I'm fine.
assistance?
I'm fine. Okay. Good news. Y'all can breathe the water fine. Bad news. When you come out of the water, that will happen.
it's that scene in the Abyss where they almost drown. Drown that rat.
Yeah.
Also, great movie reference.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. Yeah. Or like LCL in Evangelion.
You're gonna have the sensation of drowning for a few minutes, but once the water's in there.
Oh, Andre's like a sensation of drowning. Oh, that's just normal.
Hey, well, since we have 2 water, oh wow, I feel like an idiot. Sorry, since we have 2 water type creatures, why don't you 2 lead the way and the rest of us will follow?
That sounds like a plan, and I can help lead y'all because if everybody's underwater, I can understand them and they can understand me.
Fermi's looking at Saul like, are we doing this?
Saul's eyes are like wide, like this sounds awful and horrible, but like it's Saul, and so like she swallows right and looks at Fermi, swallows, and like okay, and puts on a determined face, and yeah, we're gonna do it.
I'm
Here we go.
going to, as someone who is used to diving in depths, I'm going to tell you, this is going to suck. I'm sorry.
Let's
I'm
get
Summer
this
right
bread.
now, and I'm
Here we
summer right
go.
now. All right, let's go.
Let's
I'm
go.
gonna hold my breath and not breathe the water in, and then as I immediately get in the water, I would like to take the action to go into my shell, and I'm just gonna like
Just sink down.
just with a higher AC.
Okay.
And
Raina, go ahead, sorry.
I start tying a rope around everybody so that we're all connected, except for Franklin because he sinks like a rock and I can't really get to him before he goes down. But you will lose sight of me down there. I won't lose sight of you. But I would rather we all be tied together so we don't get separated. Does that sound like good?
Raina is panicking at this point.
Yeah,
Sounds
Saul
good.
is not excited about being tied together.
I mean, it's not like tied. It's like it's essentially just a bit of. It's just going to be a rope around your wrist. That's around my wrist. That's around everybody's chained up but it's a fairly long rope. But it will make sure that we are not separated.
It's my fishing lure idea.
I mean, we're all carrying sharp weapons. If it comes down to it and you get scared, just cut your line.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wouldn't
All right.
advise it because
Yeah,
then you.
don't do that.
But okay, but knowing
yeah,
knowing that I
knowing
have
it's
a
an option.
way,
Yeah.
uh,
Here we go.
Nope, Raina is on the end. Raina is right at the edge of the pool, and she is staring at this pool of water. She is sweating. She's sweating. She is pale. She is not okay with going into a pool of water because the last time this happened, stuff went down.
Listen, I understand that the depths can be horrifying.
It's
But
you
here's the
weren't
thing.
there.
But here's the thing: if we don't go down there, it's going to be far, far, far worse. You don't want a jumped up elemental of a god jumping around mutating people, do you?
Don't threaten me with a good tone.
Listen, we can't force you, but we are probably going to need you. So I hand the end of the rope to her.
So here's the deal. Raina doesn't know Andre from, like, anybody. So while he's talking at her, she's just blank-faced, like, not even listening, because she doesn't know you. Like, she doesn't trust you. She doesn't know you. And I genuinely, I'm not trying to be difficult. My character is very adamantly, like, does not want to go in this water. And she looks at Rok'kee and is just like, please help. Like, looks at Rok'kee, looks at Soul, looks at Fermi, and is just like, please help me, because I want to do this, but she's terrified.
all right, come on, Fermi.
Yeah, let's do this. Yeah.
Let's do this. And so we're gonna get out. We're gonna play.
Yep.
We're gonna play something. Oh, you know what? What are we
I'll
even?
join.
You're a genius because we're gonna be here for a few minutes, right? I can do my super fancy. Don't I have that? God, I never use it. I used it once where I get to say, like, yeah, I need 10 inspiring leader. There it is.
Oh,
All right.
perfect.
I spend 10 minutes inspiring my companions. And 6 of us gains 13 temporary HP. So
And
I'm
Thank you.
not being inspiring, like, come on, guys, we can do this. Like, I'm playing a song with Fermi, and it's comforting, and it's, we've got to do it, but we're going to be victorious. Because this is not Frost, this is Soul.
Yeah, and
Right?
I start.
Yeah.
Soul
I
doesn't
start-
care about tragedy, and so we woven into the music is this inspiring leader-ness.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to, at the same time, attempt to calm you down with the calm emotion spell to help allay your fears. Mechanically, it makes you immune to the frightened condition, but we're really using it for flavor here. And I'm gonna just say, we have no way. There's nowhere else to progress. This seems to be the only way to get to the next area and save our town. We have to do this, and I know you can.
All right. Bolstered by her wonderful companions, Raina starts stepping toward the water and goes in.
Everyone
have
grab
to-
your temp HP.
We all high five.
Yay!
13 temp
Can
HP. Yay, friendship!
Andre just gently goes over to her and hands her the rope and says, "If you want to, you can. You don't have to if you don't want to."
I will take it and hold on to it and kind of like wrap it around my hand.
That's all I ask.
You said it was
And-
16 temp?
Yeah.
13.
Okay. 13 temp. Sorry.
I'll take it.
And thus, I guess with everybody tied together, Andre dives under.
And you explained we can breathe it, right?
Yeah, I just say,
Okay.
just dive down and breathe.
He said it's gonna suck for a few minutes.
Oh yeah, it's gonna suck, but you'll be able to breathe.
You know, it's one thing that I probably have said this to this group, but one thing that D&D is missing, what I would call a willpower roll. Like when you're trying to overcome something and make yourself do something you don't want to do.
Totally.
They don't have that.
I mean,
I-
mechanically, you just roll like intelligence or wisdom.
Player's choice.
No, like I'm thinking, I want to try to breathe the water, but that's crazy. I'm like, how do can I force myself? What would I use to force myself to just try to breathe
Constitution.
versus holding my breath?
Constitution.
Biologically speaking, once your brain starts like recognizing that you're not breathing, it's gonna make you breathe.
Right. Well, that's what I wanted to make myself not let myself get to that point, but force
Right.
myself to take a deep breath. And I was thinking, I don't think I made it. I'm holding my breath, and I'm again not anything mechanical, but I am freaking out until I just have to take a breath.
Man, Fermi couldn't be more fascinated and is just breathing in this water and like, oh, I believe it's gonna work. I've been thinking about this my whole life.
Yeah, yeah, you're good.
This should work.
You feel the sensation
There's
that
oxygen in it.
you're drowning, but like after like a moment of panic, you just feel this pressure in your lungs as it fills up with this briny liquid, and it's laboring, but you're able to breathe it.
Andre just starts diving down.
And the walls are kind of emitting this greenish glow. There's like these pustules that are just emitting this like boom, boom, light that just goes bright to dim, and it doesn't take long when you're traveling downwards where the light from the surface just seems to disappear. And you keep going down and down and down, passing by these lumps of flesh, these thick hairs emanating from the walls, and every once in a while this orifice will just spout out this huge fog cloud of blood and like viscera. I want, as you have been swimming for about a mile downwards,
That's a long time.
everyone make me a stealth or an athletics check.
Both of those are not the best for me.
Oh,
If I had known.
Franklin and Andre, you can make it at advantage since you have swim speed.
I don't need to.
I also critted 24.
4.
Franklin needs it.
I was apparently in my shell and not very athletic.
Yeah. Well, he said you get advantage because you have a swim speed.
I do not have a swim speed. I can hold my breath for an hour.
Oh.
oh.
You don't have a swim
There
speed?
you go.
But you know, you're familiar with the location, so you still get advantage.
Okay, yeah.
Just don't do it again.
What are the odds?
16
Frost,
is
was
better.
that a soul? Was that a natural 1?
Does it count? Even though, because it was on an advantage roll. It was one of his 2 rolls.
I always do the 1 on the left. So,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, I haven't given
thought you
any
were-
Nordic die, so it doesn't matter.
I thought you were talking about Franklin's first roll. My bad.
so Soul, were you tied up in the rope?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of have it wrapped a couple times around my wrists.
Yeah. You begin to pass through like a thick cloud of this blood. You can't seem to avoid it.
Yeah.
I close my eyes and I think really hard about all the ink, and I try to make it ink around my skin and for my skin to breathe ink. And that's what I'm focusing on, is that I'm not thinking about what I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think an inky layer between me, and that is what I am
With that
focused
natural
on.
1 though, you start to feel a little panicked, and you just
Is that a?
kind of
What natural one? I don't have a natural
I was gonna say, is that a
one.
natural 1? She's got a +6, so it was a 2 plus 6.
It was a 2.
well, still pretty low. But as you pass through here, you try to. You make a lot of movement, is what I'm saying, as you pass through here, trying to swim quickly through this.
Oh, yeah, I was
Out of
kind of
blood.
embarrassed by my
Yeah.
stealth roll, and I was like, I mean, like, even 13, I'm like, well, because that's I get advantage, and so
So
the natural 1,
as
the
you're trying
13 is what I
to
actually rolled.
quickly swim through this big cloud, you feel something enormous kind of pass by you.
I open my mouth and think scream. I don't actually let any
Yeah.
sounds come out. I mean, maybe a little with a 13, maybe some of them maybe I do end up making a little bit of sound. But I'm like screaming in my brain, but don't know how to alert my companions. So I'm just thinking of screaming really hard.
Does a 32 hit you, Soul?
I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh.
This is gonna be
even
great.
even with all my things,
This enormous tail with a stinger at the end of it just pierces through this cloud and just hits you straight in the shoulder. You take 18 piercing damage. And make me a Constitution saving throw.
damage. I'm not great at con saves. Ooh,
Ooh.
17.
You take 22 poison damage.
Okay.
Where are you? Over here. And once the blood cloud, kind of you get through it, you see this enormous worm-like creature. It must be nearly 100 feet long. Kind of emerge from the darkness.
Okay.
And I want everyone to roll initiative.
Well, we'll have to roll initiative. But before we roll initiative, is there a way for us to communicate? Like, is there a way for me to tell somebody, hey, something gigantic brushed my leg?
Everyone sees it. Don't worry.
Right, but you said it brushed my leg, and that's why I took this damage, right?
And then it showed itself.
Okay, all right. Because I have sending, and so it's like, if there was anything that I could have done to.
Oh, you were in a cloud. You couldn't see anything.
Okay, all right.
I
Okay.
will say this: if y'all are trying to say something, Andre will understand you.
You hear a scream,
Andre,
go ah!
I turn and go, oh, that's, and then I can, and because it's his thing. When I'm under, did I show this already?
What?
Wait.
This is the first time everyone's been underwater in this adventure. Don't worry. So probably not.
Oceanic Soul. I gain resistance to cold damage, and in addition, when you are fully submerged, any creature that is also fully submerged can understand your speech, and you can understand theirs.
So yeah, you hear a lot of screaming.
Yeah, I hear a lot of screaming, and I'm like, guys, calm down.
So this is what you see
Screaming
here.
isn't going to help. Yeah, that's not good.
This is a purple worm.
I thought they lived in like sand and deserts.
Who's missing here?
It's like a parasite in the brain. That's all you need to
Apparently,
know.
they live everywhere.
Franklin, what do you roll?
21. Sorry, it took me a second there.
Oh, there it is. Who am I missing? Yeah, everyone's here. Right, Franklin, you're first. You've seen the biggest creature you've ever seen in your life emerge from the depths.
Is he below me?
For all intents and purposes, this thing is so big that you're all kind of on the same level. Yeah.
Alright, I don't have to worry about not having a swim speed.
Yeah, you're in a swim speed. That means you have full movement. Andre, you have a swim speed. You have full movement, and that means yes.
More than a full movement. I have. Let's see here. What is it? This? Let me check this.
Because I have to tell you about underwater combat.
I was gonna say yes,
Yeah, I
you're
have a
very
swim
good
speed.
in water.
I have a swim speed of 40.
If
Actually,
I was long rested, I could have changed my super climb skill to swim speed.
But so just to remind Joey, Franklin, and correct me if I'm wrong, you do not have a swim speed.
I don't have a swim speed, no.
Okay.
So my question is, being able to do nothing but sink or rise, I guess, still holding my breath.
You're still in your shell, so you have to get out of it.
I have to take a bonus action to emerge from my shell, but I'm trying to see, like, can I even move to attack him, or is he within melee range of me?
The map's right here. You know where he is.
Parsnips. I take a bonus action to emerge from my shell. I say, hey, Andre, I need a push, and I ready an attack action
You
for...
still have a swim speed. You can still move.
yeah, it's just.
I'm sorry. You don't have a swim speed, but you can still swim at half your speed. It's like difficult terrain.
Oh, okay.
Ah, got
Okay.
it. I just thought I could sink.
No. So, underwater combat, if you do not have a swim speed, melee attack weapons are at disadvantage unless you have a piercing weapon, essentially. Like a dagger or a short sword or spear. Range weapon attacks You could not shoot at them at beyond minimum range, which shouldn't be an issue in this small area. Any attack roll are at disadvantage, unless it's a thrown weapon like a sphere or a crossbow.
What about magic?
Magic still works.
Hooray!
Because you're not really throwing anything, it's all magical.
Yeah.
Well, I am going to recklessly attack this gentleman. At disadvantage, so at regular. For a 13 to hit.
13. That does not hit.
Alright. And again. For a
Oh, ignore
14 to hit.
That does not hit.
Well,
Bummer.
I am finally going to let out my breath, but not out of a sense of, oh, I should breathe this water, but more of a sense of, like, I'm going to scream angrily. Forgetting
You do
that.
have your spear, so if you want to attack with that, then it'll be, you'll have advantage on it.
Well, I feel like I already missed my attack
Okay.
rolls, so. But never fear, I will have magical piercing abilities when I have a bonus action to use next round.
Yeah. Raina.
Seeing that this is a great, big, scary creature. Oh, Raina's gonna use a big spell. So, I've just mechanically, I have a mechanical question. So I have Hex, which is a bonus action spell. What is your rule again on bonus action spells versus action spells?
Well, it's not my rule. You can only use one spell that uses a spell slot a turn.
Okay.
So that means you can use, if a spell slot, that means you can only use a cantrip on your action.
Right. Right. All right. Okay, so we're gonna do. Oh God! All right, we're gonna do. We're gonna do Psychic Lance. He must make an Intelligence saving throw. On a fail, he takes the full 26. And is incapacitated until the start of my next turn. Of the full 26 psychic damage, by the way. And is incapacitated until the start of my next turn. On a save, he still takes half the damage, but is not incapacitated.
He rolls a -4.
Oh! He is
Pretty bad.
incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
What kind of
That's
save is that?
awesome.
Psychic damage.
But didn't he have to roll a save?
He had to roll an Intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence save. Okay, he's done. That's what I wanted.
He's just as dumb as Rok'kee was.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
hey,
shit!
that's
A
insulting.
-4 on.
That's very insulting.
He can't take actions or reactions. He can still move, though.
Yeah.
Some of these status effects are not the right word for what they do. Incapacitated. Oh, he can move around.
Yeah.
Well,
That's my turn. She is absolutely flabbergasted that worked.
is moving
And
an
so that is.
is moving an action?
No, it's movement. Movement is a distinct part of a turn that is not your action.
Yeah. Well, it's weird because in the new rules, stunned people can still move. They just can't attack. It's weird.
See, and that seems more like the way. That seems like switching stunned and incapacitated. Because incapacitated means you can't do anything. in real life, and then stunned is like you could be up and walk and be like stunned by something and like disoriented and you can't do anything. But like, so I like the word.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, Nick, if one of your patients was up and walking, describe them incapacitated. I don't think.
No,
that
I would
go
not.
over well.
I would describe it personally, professionally. I would
Yeah.
describe incapacitated as, on the ground, not just, kind of out of
Yeah.
it, unconscious,
Yeah.
not able to do anything, not able to speak, not able to move, that kind of thing. If they were
Amen.
stunned, they'd maybe be able to react, maybe
Yeah.
even be able to
Yeah.
walk, but not quite.
Kind of like in
You know.
shock.
Yeah, in shock, exactly.
Ridiculous. But that's not what we're talking about.
No, in D&D, all bets are off. We do not follow the laws of physics. We do not follow the laws of biology.
Nope.
All right, so I'm guessing
Anatomy and physiology go out the window.
is that for a minute? It's next turn. Like how long is he?
He's incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Okay, so you basically hit this thing's right in his mouth, and you just goes still, and like bubbles emerge from his mouth as he tries to like move around. So yeah, he can't do anything.
Should we just keep going? Keep
Yeah.
going down?
Go!
Oh, that's a really good idea. Okay.
Yep.
I was like, okay, let me think of the most damaging thing on my turn. No, I completely agree.
Save to
Let's
rage.
Yep.
Yeah,
Let us make haste.
Yeah, let's just go.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
How-
Let's go.
How far? Wait, how far?
I'm holding
away
onto the
from-
rope so that the powerful swimmers can pull me down.
If you're going to be limited by everyone else's swim speed if you try to pull him down, just so you know.
I'm not trying to pull them down. I'm trying to swim, but if someone's pulling me because I'm hanging on to the lifeline, then
Yeah, so are y'all going to dash and escape, or like what are you going to try to do?
Weird.
Yeah.
I vote.
If it's immobilized, yeah, then I think
Yeah.
dashing as much as that lets me how I know that's
You can
half my
you can
speed,
swim
but-
about you're dashing, so you can get about 30 feet away from this thing if you dash.
That's not far enough.
I do have the
Well, I
ability
mean, how
to...
far below are we? Is really part
1
of it.
mile.
If we've
How
already
much-
gone
how
a
much-
mile.
Yeah, how much longer do we have to go?
5
Like, can we
miles.
see, like, the light at the end of the tunnel?
No.
No,
Oh.
no,
And is it- so-
okay.
Crap.
Would you say is it beyond 120 feet?
Mile's pretty far, so
Yeah.
5 miles left to go.
Ah,
5 miles left!
So yeah, we're gonna have to fight it out. So let's
fair enough.
Let's
I don't
get
know.
fighting.
Yeah.
Okay,
Can we sort of also be swimming down as we go?
Yeah.
You could-
if we dash,
You can
we
take
get...
you can take movement speed after. This is kind of theater of the mind since there's no
Yeah.
third dimension.
Okay.
But
All right, okay.
We're not
This
going to
is
be
really
able to
exciting,
get away
I
from
like
this
it.
thing.
No, we're not. But this is good. So you fight the spot right where it is, right?
Yeah.
And then we swim down. And then you
No, because
fight
it's incapacitated, does that mean everyone gets advantage? Because it literally can't do anything. It can't take reactions.
Nope,
it can't
that's-
take actions.
no, that's like paralyzed.
curious.
Yeah,
Okay, alright.
Yet another win.
yeah.
D&D
Hey,
stuff.
I'm trying.
No, that's good. No, you did great.
He has the condition where he slept on his arm and it's a little tingly. Yeah, it just means he can't attack, essentially. So, or take
So-
actions. Yep.
Fermi's turn.
Fermi's turn.
All right. Well, I'm gonna summon the cauldron.
Will it,
It
Well,
immediately
animate
can
the
it
cauldron.
swim?
As a
Oh yeah, it's got a movement speed just
Yeah,
like the rest
okay.
of us.
It's going to get filled up and then it's going to sink.
Well, it's got
'Cause it's
movement
full of
speed.
water. Well, but it's
It
going to
can
be
move.
full of water. It's going to be full of
That's
water.
fine.
And it's gonna
Aren't
be
we
too heavy.
all?
So are we. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't-
All right. And so, that's so small compared to the
That's small.
huge monster. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. So the cauldron is gonna slam into it, almost like it's being empowered by force.
At
For a
disadvantage.
17. Oh, okay. Disadvantage. Okay. Disadvantage. Ooh. 14.
14. Not enough.
All right. Well, then Fermi's gonna swim 15 feet closer to the 6-mile marker.
Yep. All right, Rok'kee.
Right, Rok'kee is going to just open up with the bonus action of spiritual weapon. You know, he loves his spiritual weapon. A 17.
Okay. So,
And
since your thing is basically a pen, it's kind of the equivalent
Right.
of a spear. So
yeah.
so that means you don't get disadvantage.
Well, okay. It is not pierce. It is force damage. So it's like so you can, yeah. It's that. I accept your rule.
It's also not real, so I think it would. It's a spell attack, so it wouldn't have disadvantage anyway. So,
It is a spell attack. Yeah. It is
17.
a melee spell attack.
17 misses.
What? Why are we not running?
Okay, so okay, I have an idea. I just need.
You need it to be your turn.
Yeah.
And since that was a bonus action, I will be using my action to use Toll the Dead cantrip, which means this worm has to make a Wisdom saving throw with a target of 18.
14.
Do you think it has disadvantage on that because it's incapacitated?
Probably not. And just so I'm reading this right, Raina, you did 26 psychic damage as part of your spell?
Correct.
Okay, then it will take 17 necrotic damage
Nice.
from my Toll the Dead.
Alright.
And that is my turn.
Alright, Soul.
Okay, I am going to cast Blade Ward on myself, which will give me resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. Well, I guess I have a question. And slashing damage dealt by weapon attacks. His would be natural weapons.
It's
right?
a natural weapon, yeah, so it's a weapon.
Okay, all right. I will paste that in here so that we all remember. Okay, so I do that. And then my bonus action, I need to start giving these. I need to start giving these die out. I will toss one to Fermi for good luck, and I smile, even though I'm terrified, and it definitely looks like a smile of someone who is terrified. Right? I'm not putting on a brave face. I just grimace smile. While I send a bardic die his way.
It is well received and a reminder that I need to do the same.
You gonna swim away?
Yes, and then I use my movement speed to continue swimming.
You want to move away from it, though, is what I'm asking.
Well, I mean, down in a way.
Yeah. Remember, he's so
Yes.
big that vertical doesn't really matter too much. So,
Yeah, I didn't even bother talking about movement because I thought we kind of got
Well,
the
I mean,
idea.
Yeah,
You
it's the
don't get
moving-
away from
moving,
him.
Yeah, moving's not gonna help.
Yeah, okay.
but you can still move away from him, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Can.
you move away, but not like gone.
Horizontally.
Fine, then I move however far away from him I can.
Okay, you have a 15 feet of swim speed.
So I swim 15 feet away.
Okay.
Okay.
You have a token on the board, so you can move it.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I was. See, you say theater of the mind, and then you say token on the board.
Well, that's what I'm
What
saying.
am I
It's
doing here?
kind of theater of the mind because there's horizontal too, is what I was saying.
Like,
I mean vertical. Well, that's
I don't know.
That's out of the water.
I know. I do not know how to do. I do not know how to do what you are asking me to do.
Just move it the other way. I don't know.
I mean,
Move it 15 feet to the right.
this way.
Come
Okay.
to Raina.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to D&D.
Hooray.
Fermi,
Okay.
did you want to move anywhere too?
No, just away.
Okay. Andre, now it's your turn.
I mean, there's
Okay.
no just a way. Didn't you hear the problems I had? Sorry, Andre. Go.
Can I determine if this thing is from this plane of existence?
Give me a nature or arcana, since it's plane of existence. Or if you want to see what it is, you can give me a history check. 16. It's not necessarily like a deep sea creature, but with a 16, you know this is a purple worm. This is what happens when a mind flayer tadpole basically goes unattended for too long and just keeps growing and growing and growing until it's this thing. It's hard to say where it's from, but since you're in the Far Realm right now, it's probably from the Far Realm.
Dang it. Oh, there goes that plan. Alright. Shoot. No. I was going to use banishment, but I don't think that's going to work. Since it's from here, I can't just pop it out of existence. That's a shame. Plus, I don't think we can move in a minute long enough for us to get away. So... So now I've got to figure out what is my most damaging. I know what my most damaging thing is, but I don't want to do it in water. That would be very bad. Okay, shoot. You know what? Let's do this. Yeah, let's do this because I'd rather be safe. Oh no, that thing probably has a high constitution. I did. This thing is. You know what? Let's try this then. I'm gonna cast Hold Monster on it.
Okay.
So now it will be paralyzed. If it fails a DC Wisdom 18.
Since he's Rok'kee intelligence.
Oh, he's actually smarter than Rok'kee was.
Wisdom or intelligence?
Wisdom.
11.
He is now paralyzed.
All right.
At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another Wisdom saving throw. On a success, the spell ends on the target. So basically, it's now paralyzed.
That's
Man.
nice.
Which that opens up a whole different.
It is incapacitated. So automatically, it's what it was. Creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attacks against creature have advantage. So that means you're basically negating the disadvantage through it. And any attack that hits the creature within 5 feet is a critical hit.
What? What does that mean?
Have some fun.
It means if you hit it in melee, it's a critical hit automatically.
Okay,
Nice.
got it.
So yeah, and as a bonus action, I'm going to summon my tentacle.
Okay.
And I'm going to put it right next to it, where it will be in melee range.
Oh, that
So,
tentacle
would
is
you-
at home, isn't it?
Would you say that it, like, this counts as a spell attack? Would this still count as a melee? It's a melee spell attack.
Then
So would this be critical?
You're just using your any attack that hits a creature within 5 feet. So, yep. It doesn't say melee weapon or anything. It's so any
So
attack.
I'm just gonna put my tentacle right there.
This thing's about to get lit up.
Yeah. I was like, I was just gonna banish it, but if that doesn't work, we're just gonna kill it. So, okay, now how do I tell it to do advantage?
Right
Now,
click.
How do I get critical?
Right click and well, you don't get advantage. But if you right click on the damage, it should have a critical thing.
I think does the paralyzed
Oh,
condition not give you the advantage?
Oh, it's crit damage. Okay. That's no. I don't.
Oh, it is a
That's
spell
fine.
attack though, so you do get advantage.
Well, he's a swim speed, so I think he doesn't have disadvantage. He's the only one of us who doesn't attack with disadvantage.
That's true.
Yeah.
You're right. But you right click on it and 16
Yeah.
misses.
Oh yeah, this guy's really hard to hit. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and I cannot do any of my damage spell. Oh, I can just do cantrips from here on out because I'm concentrating as well.
That's true.
I also have Hold Monster if we need to do it again.
Yeah.
Okay. Franklin.
I'm going to use a hold on, I have to see if my Infectious Fury takes a bonus action.
If you can get into melee, get into melee.
Yep, okay. Yes, so already being in melee, I am going to use a bonus action to become enraged.
Okay.
I am going to do tail. Here's the debate, guys. The tail is a D8. The claws are D6. But with the claws, the special ability is 3 attacks instead of 2 attacks. Because it's a free crit, you think I should go claws, but it's slashing, tail is piercing.
Since the tail is piercing, you're not gonna have you're not gonna get a penalty. I'll say that.
Beautiful. Let's just go with let's go with the tail.
Yep.
And let us recklessly attack this gentleman with my tail.
You wouldn't need reckless attack because you already have. No, you don't have. It's because of the swim speed. I'm sorry.
So the tail is piercing. It's like a spear. So that means you don't get the disadvantage.
The underwater disadvantage.
And he's paralyzed. That
So
means
I get advantage without recklessly attacking.
Yeah.
attack rolls against
Alright.
creature has advantage. So you just attack at advantage.
Nice. Good luck.
Alright,
And with
Nine.
damage is a crit.
Yep.
19 to hit.
That hits.
Yes.
Oh, beautiful. See,
I've got
I
a-
also have this very beautiful ability here. Where is it? It's
You roll 3 dice for crits.
Yeah, something about extra dice for crits.
I think you get crits on 19 too.
Brutal critical. No, I don't have that yet.
I don't have that.
But all right. So that was a hit. It automatically counts as a crit, which means I get to roll 3d8 then. 8, 7, 6 is 21.
Plus your rage.
Yes, indeed. That was just my die roll. Plus 4 plus 3 is 7. 28 magical piercing damage.
Okay. Take a big chunk of it.
And then
And that's just your first attack.
that's just my first attack. I'm also gonna, since I went ahead and hit him on this, I'm gonna go ahead and do an Infectious Fury. When I hit a creature with a natural weapon, and it must succeed on a Wisdom 16 save or suffer consequences.
Was a 4.
Excellent. I am going to choose to do 2d12 psychic damage to it. So tack on 12 psychic for me.
What was that ability?
Infectious Fury.
Oh yeah, it's one of your beast barbarian things.
Yeah. I could also make it attack another creature, but I couldn't make it do that if I
There
wanted
ain't one.
to. Exactly. All right. That was attack number 1 for a crisp 40. Attack number 2 is going to be a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Be less. 19 magical piercing.
Alright.
All right, and I used my bonus action, and so I just gratifyingly smile to myself and say, "You guys should hit it. It's taking damage right now."
This is the MMO boss where it's a carnival. So you just use your bloodlust, you use your cooldowns. Raina.
Okay, still stunned that that one psychic spell totally worked. Raina is kind of gonna go back to the old standby, because she doesn't quite want to use that other spell slot just yet. So Eldritch Blast it is.
Okay.
Well, that one
It's-
doesn't hit,
It's
and neither does that one.
it's at advantage. So
Oh, that's right.
roll 2 more
Oh,
times.
that was almost a natural 20. So that's 22. And that one doesn't hit. That's a
Right.
17. Does 17 hit?
17 does not hit.
Okay, so well, never mind. I got a 22. What am I thinking? So 9 force damage. That's it. And she's gonna use the force of her Eldritch Blasts to like push herself back her 15 feet.
Okay.
I got really excited there
They're gonna
because Raina was like, Raina uses the Force.
Raina uses
And I was
the
like,
force.
"Whoa!"
Absolutely.
Oh, I don't know if you guys knew this, but
Right there with you.
you know how sometimes Wizards releases like a test material for like new subclasses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They put out one for a brand new class called the Scion, like last week, and it's like a psychic class. So you have a character that uses the Force.
Man,
Oh,
They're
no
bringing
way.
they're bringing the Scion back.
Yep, Scion,
Nice.
the Mystic, yeah. So you know how
psychic damage. Yeah.
you know how Drupal has become like a psychic goblin. He can totally play him. Right, so he has to roll again. The purple worm at the end of his turn.
Yep. DC 18.
Wisdom
Yeah.
rolls a 2. He is still stunned.
Yep. Petrified. No,
Oh,
paralyzed.
Is this how it feels?
Ha!
Yeah.
It's your own medicine.
All right, Fermi. You know,
Um,
you know what? He can still move. He is going to start swimming.
Paralyzed.
You can't
He's paralyzed. He can't move.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll
Oh,
look
sorry.
up the
Yeah,
rules, but
and
it's a
can't
ridiculous
move
name
and speak.
for it if
I was
he can
still
move
thinking of
paralyzed.
the other one. Oh yeah, but you're right. He can't
Incapacitated.
move. Never mind. He can't do anything. Fermi.
Yeah.
all right.
I mean, you're right. Sometimes like D&D rules are weird. It's like you are mute, and like the rules say you can still talk. You know, just things like that.
Right. Well, that's why I was just like, if paralyzed doesn't lose his movement speed, then I guess nothing does.
Yeah, nothing does. You're right.
Yeah.
I was making a mistake. In fact,
So,
he's
Fermi-
probably sinking down like a little bit.
While we're swimming down, awesome. Fermi is going to cast Phantasmal Killer, which is basically a Wisdom saving throw for the creature. So that'll be
Ghostface Killer.
a 15.
I'm sorry. Was that Wisdom?
Yes, Wisdom.
14.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so 4d10
And
psychic damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
18?
19 psychic damage.
Any other effect?
Oh, wow.
I think it's
Yeah,
frightened.
it's fright. Well, let's see.
That thing's gotta be immune to frighten.
Yeah, you tap into the nightmares.
On a
Frightened.
failed
Yeah.
save, the target becomes frightened.
Becomes frightened. Yeah.
Okay, it's feeling so many things right now.
Yeah, it's got to use its movement speed to get away. Well,
So I
movement
don't
speed
think it
0.
takes the damage until its turn.
Yeah,
At the end of each target's turn, before the spell ends, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take psychic damage.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, so.
Alright.
Alright, and then the cauldron goes after Fermi, which is going to do a force-powered slam.
I'm guessing that's concentration.
Let me check.
Do you guys mind going a little later tonight? Like 15 minutes?
15 minutes I can do.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
Okay.
That's all right.
Yeah.
It seems like you're gonna kill this thing pretty fast. It keeps failing.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is concentration. And then here comes the cauldron for a 17.
17 misses. Never mind.
Hey.
Don't worry, I got a trick up my.
Alright, that'll Fermi's gonna go 15 more feet. Oh wait, can I use my bardic die?
Yeah.
On that roll? So
Yeah.
Can your cauldron can use it?
I think you
17.
can command your cauldron and do a bardic die, I think was one of the rules.
Oh yeah, oh right, sorry, yeah.
If
Then
you
I-
wanted
yeah.
to, yeah.
Yeah, I will. I will give it to Rok'kee.
Yours is a D8 now.
Oh, I think it's a D10.
Oh, is
I'm
it?
gonna check.
Is Soul's a D8?
I'm checking.
Anyway, Rocky, your turn.
Yeah.
Alright, I hope that we continue the trend of failing wisdom saving throws, because I am going to cast slow on the thing.
Just a reminder, it's maybe likely
Paralyzed.
this thing just doesn't move at all for the rest
Yeah,
of this fight.
Well-
it needs slow.
Yes, it does, because it needs a -2 to AC. Thing's AC is 18 or more. That's very
okay,
hard
so
to
you're
hit.
lowering the AC.
So if it fails a DC 18 wisdom throw, then it is -2 to AC.
Well, you want to know,
And
the sad part? It rolls an 18.
you the one time. The one time.
Lame.
Okay.
You
Well,
try.
Creature.
Sorry, Franklin, and everyone past me. Gonna have to get that with high AC. Alright, well then, for my bonus action, I will still hit it with the pen over there, which is now advantage.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
Melee spell attack for a 29.
That hits.
And we have determined that that is a crit, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so all dice roll. So it's going to be that 9 force damage, but then plus /R1d8 plus 3 force damage. 9, 10, 11, 12 force damage total.
Okay, like bits of flesh. Everything is time this thing gets hit, like just forms a hole in them, and this like dark red blood just starts, like a chum in the water, just starts clouding everything.
Whatever. I'm mad that this is one you passed on now. It's fine. It's fine.
Right? Soul.
Fine.
Okay. Well, I was thinking about taking this turn to coat my dagger in venom, but it sounds like we are doing well enough anyway
Yeah.
that won't be necessary.
This is also point of no return, so you're not getting another long rest after this. So you know.
Well, I mean, and that's why it's like, I mean, I will use the things if I need it. It just now doesn't seem like I need it. So let me quickly change my mind here. I guess I'm a little far away, so I guess I will use the rogue trait to use my bonus action to swim back to the creature because I am just too far away.
You have a 15 feet of movement. You don't have to swim.
Right, 15 feet of movement. Will it get me there?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, fine. I don't know. These squares are weird. I mean, I'm just
Are
gonna play
they?
the squares that we've all been playing with forever.
It's also
Definitely the squares problem.
theater of the mind.
Right.
If it's essentially if it's occupying like a majority of the square,
Oh, you mean for big creatures? Yeah, it's filling up the entire square, so don't worry.
yeah.
Well, okay then. So then, I'm gonna use my dagger of venom, but it doesn't have any venom.
You do it at
22
advantage.
to hit,
Well, yeah, that'll hit.
so I don't need the advantage.
I mean, if you get an,
Oh, wait.
I mean, it's
Oh,
gonna
you already get
automatically
crit
crit
damage.
anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, so I get to do it again?
So roll another d4, and then roll 2d6.
Roll a
Because you-
D4 and 2d6. What did that turn? Oh, that looks like it did not go very well.
Because your sneak attack does extra damage too.
So,
That's better than average.
Yeah.
so what is that? 14? It's like nothing.
That's something.
Alright.
I mean, I finally managed to pierce its hide. Oh no, my sneak attack adds another 8, so...
Yep.
22? Someone should check that math.
Don't worry, I got it.
Okay, I was like, I'm not... I say all the time, I don't do math. I tried. You heard me counting on my fingers.
You got it
So
right
I-
there.
All right.
That's
So
it.
I can. So
Sweet,
if I
thank
do,
you.
so I have attacks at it. Okay. So any attacks at advantage that includes.
Any attack,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Then I'm going to do 2 Eldritch Blasts at it.
24 hits. 12.
That's right. I have it set for crit. So
It doesn't crit, you're not within 5 feet.
oh. 2. Oh, sorry. And then
I don't think that
the damage.
I don't think that crit.
Oh, it didn't crit. It didn't crit.
Yeah.
So it's still a lot of damage. But this will crit. And it does it at advantage. What was crit damage?
27 hits.
11 cold damage.
Right. Yeah. That is a crit.
Yeah,
Okay.
just didn't roll very high.
Alright.
I think.
Franklin.
Hold on. Actually, hold on. Let me try something real quick.
Well,
Yeah, I don't think.
how much damage does it do? 2d8?
Yeah, 2d8.
It only
Plus
did 1d.
5.
It only did 2d8. So roll another 2d8.
I did. So
No roll.
look,
No
take
roll.
5
Roll 2d8.
Alright.
Well, okay. Extra 10. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Franklin.
Right, well, I am going to smash this gentleman with my tail for a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Magical piercing.
And you are using crit, right? So three die.
I did indeed roll 3d8 on that.
Okay.
Plus
Plus the rage damage. Do you add that?
Yes, I did. I just rolled really poorly on my d8. Alright, attack number 2. Oh, natural 20.
Nice.
Do I get double crit?
No.
That would be.
It would be awesome.
I mean, you had to ask.
You have to.
Yeah, I mean, what do you want? 23 magical piercing damage.
Dang.
See if
And I think I'm gonna save. I have some more infectious fury, but I feel like
this thing's
isn't
looking
much-
very, very hurt, and it can't
Yeah.
escape.
All right, yeah, not what. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna try to grapple it just for. No, that's too big. I'm not allowed to. He's got to be large
Yeah.
or smaller. I'm going to do nothing.
Yeah.
I will sit there and float, satisfied. Like, kind of disappointed I didn't kill him, but also like, yeah, I've ripped this guy for like over.
I like how you're
Couple
floating
good-
underwater.
Yeah. We reached a point of neutral buoyancy when
Yeah.
we were sinking down,
Yeah, yeah.
and so now I'm floating.
Right. Raina.
Roll. Why didn't it roll? Okay, I guess we're gonna go this route. 27 for the first one.
Okay. Well, it's good to
Oh,
know
that was
that
almost
that
a
ace,
natural 20.
It's good to know that slow wasn't needed by anyone, anyways. So-
23 for the second.
Both those hit.
Oh my god, so how many of these do I roll?
Just
The
one.
2, right?
Yep.
Alright, so 20 total force damage. And that's my turn.
Raina.
What's up?
How do you do it?
Again?
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, Raina just like is so angry, and even though she is immune to the frightened condition, thanks to her good pals,
Yeah.
she, she is scared that her and her friends are gonna die because there's this big scary worm in the water. So she just like lets out this massive scream and puts both of her hands forward, and this jet of like water just ripples through the worm and like blasts his jaws open, and yeah, there you go.
And his carcass is
Nice.
this floating in the water, and it starts floating
Yeah,
to the
there you go.
surface. Yeah.
It peels him all the way down jaw like a string cheese.
This thing got
Yeah.
locked down from moment one. Good job, guys.
Yeah, that should have
Ooh.
done more damage to us. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, I was like, I don't think that should have been
Yeah,
this
it's not a lot
fast.
of-
So
This thing could have
No, he-
this thing could have swallowed you and digest you and all that stuff.
Not when it's
Oh,
being
Lord.
held. Hold
So
monster.
10 points don't
Yeah, dude.
stack, correct?
I was like,
10?
I was
No, they don't.
They
think
don't.
that's
They
right.
don't.
I think
Okay.
that's
I
right.
honestly was. If I thought I could get away with it, I was gonna banish it and just end the fight there.
No, this was better
But-
because we
Yeah.
get all that
We
experience.
need to remember Hold Monster. Holy cow.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Yeah,
for
it's
right.
a
For
pretty-
real.
Yeah,
But it's level
when it-
5.
especially
I
on
think.
dumb ones.
I have it, and whoever cast it has it.
Yeah,
But it's
auto-
just it's
by
really
the way,
helpful that
clicks
it's
on a hit.
dumb.
Like I can
Now
get,
that we're-
get 3 die. I
By-
get 6 die roll a hit or a turn. It's
Yeah.
do that.
Oh, by the way, since we're out of battle, I'm going to use my action to gain back that spell slot I just used.
Okay.
It's a nice action.
So
Yeah,
now
that's
that the
action.
Yeah.
that the
Use
apex
it 5 more
predator
times.
that the apex predator is dead, the rest of your journey is uneventful except for the spookiness.
Okay, I have a technical mechanical question again.
Yes.
So theoretically, Raina has her hand wrapped around this rope. She needs a short rest to get her spell slot back. If she just is like a limp noodle holding onto the rope
Listen, I took
while everyone
a spell-
else
Not hear me?
You-
Okay.
you took
Listen,
a what?
I took a spell specifically for this problem. So don't worry when we get back on ground. There's a
You know what?
spell called what?
You know what though? I like it though. You're relaxing in this sensory
This
deprivation
literal
tank.
nightmare
Yeah.
for Raina.
So you just close your eyes and just like pretend you're
It's salty
relaxing
also,
on the
didn't you
beach.
say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's salty too, and I'm salty. I love the duality here.
And with no danger, yeah, you can take
Salty,
you can take a
sorry,
short
salty.
rest because it's going to take a long time for you to get to the bottom of this.
Wow,
Unfortunately,
that's awesome.
It does.
unfortunately, I can't. Unfortunately, since I'm the one doing the pulling, I can't do that.
Yep.
You'll be fine. If you need a heal, I can get you some.
No, but I have a Rod of the Pact Keeper that I can use to give me back that spell slot I just used, which I did.
Boom.
I thought you used your action or whatever it was, right, to get your spell slot back.
Yeah, because Fun fact about if you're playing a Warlock, look into the Rod of the Pact Keeper. It's very handy.
Okay.
It basically gives you
So
gives you +1 to all your gives a +1 to all your roll attack, spell attack, and save DCs, and you get one. You basically get a free Warlock slot.
So, at the pool's bottom, it is covered with thick hairs that wave like grotesque seaweed. A pinprick of darkness ripples with silvery sheen, like a lightless star. So you're basically at the bottom of this orifice like exit.
The sphincter.
The sphincter.
And it kind of, you feel the water rushing, the briny water like rush, like you're being pulled outwards, and you are ejected out of the sphincter, basically into this void. And what you see around you is the kaleidoscope of colors of this miasma that a lot of you have had visions of. You realize this is kind of what you've been witnessing. And
all of our visions.
This image isn't gonna exactly show you what it is because it's like so specific. I couldn't find the art for it. But you were you were just in this far realm void, and you see this these land masses just like floating around in this miasma. And the chanting just grows louder and louder and louder, and in the distance you see this larger structure with this green beam of light emanating from it with crackles of lightning just striking it every few moments, and the chanting grows louder and louder, and you realize you can just make out the obelisk with 3 small figures surrounding it. Wait, there's some artwork here. Let's see if I can.
Can we tell from this far away that there's like some distinct chunks missing from the obelisk?
It's pretty far away, but it's one of those things where the far realm is like distorting your vision. Like messing with it, you can see like far away, up close at the same time.
That's creepy.
So
No one needs glasses in our realm.
We made it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see
And true story, the brain actually does have a sphincter.
Where?
Right here, obviously.
No.
Top left.
Yeah, top
Yeah,
left.
top left. That's exactly where it is.
The brain sphincter.
Under the
It's
worm.
the brain sphincter. No joke, the human brain actually does have a sphincter.
What's it excreting? Just
It's
brain juice?
so that blood can pass
Oh.
Yeah.
to like the arterioles and stuff. Yep.
But like that's just an artery.
Well,
Are all
sound like
arteries
it,
sphincters?
so I'm not going to go into a whole biology thing because honestly I don't want to sound stupid, but also
I think explaining like a science thing is the opposite of sounding stupid, though, isn't it?
but like so when you think about a sphincter, right? It's closing, it's pinching something off, it's closing something off. So when something pumps, you get these muscle groups which are called sphincters that close off, and then they let stuff through, or they don't let stuff through. Um,
Can
But-
your heart valves be described as sphincters because of the actions they
Yes.
do?
Exact. That they are. pretty
I'm
much
asking
exactly.
the doctor.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, then I'm sold. No more explanation needed. Because
If it's
yeah,
that easy,
we're good
then
then.
let the non-doctor
So
explain it. Let's
they're
have a
they're
debate.
different. So valves are different than sphincters, right? So like, so when you think of a valve, if you put your hands in front of you and put
Uh-huh.
like late put all right in a horizontal position and you lay what like fingers from one hand over the fingers of the other, that's a valve. And that like move them
Okay.
opposite up and down, right? That's a valve. Okay. That's a heart valve. So heart valves and sphincters are different. They're not technically sphincters. Because a sphincter, and I want you guys to think of the most obvious sphincter in the body.
Yeah, the butthole.
Okay. Exactly. That is more like your
It's a
sphincter.
squeezy.
Like
It's squeezy.
that's
So
a sphincter structure versus
there's
a valvular structure.
there's a butthole in our brain.
There is a
Okay, but
butthole in
I
our
think
brain.
Joey was wanting to. I think Joey.
Sorry.
Was
Oh, I'm
wanting to
so
know
sorry. I
the
thought you
valve.
were. I'm so
I
sorry.
was trying to find the art, and right after I uploaded, I found it actually in the module. But yeah, you're catching glimpses of this ritual here, and you kind of settle down on this floating piece of debris. So if you want to take that long rest, you can, but that's going to be an hour.
You mean short?
Short rest.
Short rest, yeah.
I thought you. Well, hold on. I thought you said we got a short rest in the thing.
From
I
floating
mean, I
down.
didn't take a short rest.
I got a short rest.
If you wanted to vibe out too, you can take that short rest.
Poor
I
Andre
have
is like.
I have a spell that gives 3 people a short rest in 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah. I think you're the only one who took damage, but you can take a 10-minute cat nap when you're like floating in the amongst the debris here. If anyone has anything that comes back during a short rest, there'll be enough time.
Can I? Ooh, can I
Golden.
use that and not and still? Can I use that and retcon the use of my action, the one-use action?
Sure, yeah. Guess you didn't know about cat naps. You used it a few times before. So yeah, you can Soul can roll her hit die to heal.
Yeah.
That is actually really pretty.
Yeah, it looks
it is. It isn't that really pretty. I like those
That
colors.
is really.
too.
I do too.
All right, let me take my.
I guess we're heading towards Emerald City.
One short day in the Emerald
The Emerald
City.
City.
One short
Oh my
day.
God, Joey! I think I just fell in love with you.
How could you? You had
I was
already?
crying during the
I mean-
Wicked Part 2 trailer. I was like, oh!
No, you weren't.
That's
Don't
good.
lie to me
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
he
No.
would.
I wasn't.
He is
I,
a- he
Don't
is a
lie to me
huge
like
Okay.
fan.
I want to admit something. The very first shot of Wicked, when the flying monkeys are flying through and the score swells and
Yeah.
the music, I forget which song it is, but like one of the motifs go and you see Dorothy and all that go, and like in the theater I like I had to hold back a little bit of tears because I was just remembering the story that I love so much. Anyway,
Aw.
on that note, as you're kind of observing this ritual taking place, you are filled with determination and you all gain a level.
Whoa!
Oh, what?
What?
Oh dang!
Ooh.
It's the last one, huh?
Last one.
Yay!
And you hear this
Awesome.
booming
Ooh, what is
voice
this?
echo through the abyss. Just those, they come, complete your ritual, birth me into the world.
Gross.
Ew.
And you see,
That's really gross.
and you see this vision of a gigantic brain-like creature with several sets of eyes and tentacles.
Do I get the sense that his name is Ilvash?
You get the sense that this is Ilvash.
Gosh. Well, that's going to be fun next time.
Next time.
Next time.
Man, we're gonna get this shit out of hand.
Oh, I kind of want this spell. Oh, God.
Here, I will show you Ilvash. You just see a glimpse of him. He doesn't appear. It's like appears in the back of your mind.
Ew.
Ew.
It just as quickly as it appears, it's gone.
Ah!
But
I just zoomed in, too.
oh, sorry.
Darn it.
It sounded gross. I missed it.
But what's
It's so gross looking. It's back on there.
But
Ew.
much smaller now.
Yeah, he's super tiny. I'm...
It's kind of cute when it's super tiny.
Ew. It looks like a zygote. It's so gross.
There's a command to zoom in tokens, but I always forget what it is. Anyway, that's what we're going to call it tonight. Thanks for staying later, everyone.
No.
Sorry about the valve and sphincter lecture.
Oh, I love it.
But
Love it.
It was relevant to the gameplay.
Everybody study up on your sphincters for next time. So.
Right?
And
They're the
level
debate.
up.
yeah, make
And
sure
level up. Yeah, I gotta go through to...
make sure you level up to 11, I believe you're at.
Yep.
And next session very well might be the final one.
Hey.
Goodness.
So we're going to start on time for that week because it may take a little while. So
So
Oh,
be
you hear
here
that?
Be here
early
on
is
time.
what
You hear
he
that?
says. Be here early.
if you can be here early, Brice, that'll be great. If even if it's only 15.
I was
15
on time
minutes.
today. You're
No,
not
we all
talking
need
me.
to be committed to being here by
No, I'm just saying if
8:55.
if you can be here at 8:45, even that'll be good. So we can potentially have some extra time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
Bye.